Going live. Alright, everybody, welcome back to VectorSigma.info. We are back for another round in the Alpha Trion Championship, and today I have the pleasure of being with your homie, S. Steffon. How you doing today, man?
Yes, sir. What's going on, Dan? How you doing, man?
Not much, not much. You know, just another
Cool.
Monday. Here we are.
Yeah. These
So,
are really cool. I'm so glad we're doing these, man. It's always something to look forward to towards the beginning of the week.
I know, right? It's a lot of fun these first couple days of the week.
Yeah, they really are.
And then even
Nice
Friday,
start to
we
your week.
we even had a stream on Friday. You know, you
Right,
never know what's
right.
going to happen.
Nope.
So this is your bracket tonight. We haven't had your bracket on camera yet, so we wanted to make sure we got you in. Of course, Christian's flipping the Preceptor there. He's showing off for everybody already. He's not playing Preceptor though. So what you've seen Christian play 2 rounds already, and he's 2-0. How has he been doing in this tournament, and what have you liked about his deck?
This version of the deck is very, very powerful. It's funny he's flashing around the Perceptor version. So I think the two most powerful versions of Sky Shadow are definitely with Horrible and Perceptor. But Horrible offers like so much more aggression than Perceptor does. Perceptor gives you a lot of more consistency because you're obviously allowed to see more cards, every other turn unless you have showing off, of course. But a Horrible is just like super dangerous. So all of your flip density is used on this, the Horrible because Sky Shadow obviously doesn't need to flip. So while you're being burned away with Horrible's effect, like the Sky Shadow pieces just picking you apart, and then he's kind of able to play around with them with Peace to Tyranny or whatever, and just kind of get as much value out of Sky Shadow as possible, while Horrible's still dealing a lot of damage. So his deck has been just very strong overall throughout this tournament. Our bracket is very aggressive,
Yeah.
period. Anyway, Group 4. I think McCoy had. We're going to see his deck actually in a little while. His is a very interesting deck. I think was his deck blue.
His is like the blue. His is the blue black Pierce Preceptor list. It's actually a really really
right.
interesting list.
Yeah, it is cool how he mixed the heads up. I think the Preceptor or Fangry, right? Fangry has the Ominous head, the Pierce forehead, and then we have Preceptor, excuse me, with the Grax head, I want to say. So
Right.
it's very interesting. So we'll be seeing that later. But yeah, talking about this deck right now, like I said, Chris's deck is very powerful. But then we also have Jesse's deck here. Jesse playing this 4 wide deck that I was playing on stream a while ago.
Yep.
Horrible Angry Bots.
Yep.
And what I really like about this deck, first off, is shout out to Dan for the Demolisher look. Forgot about Demolisher. But this deck has 3 bots that are actually pretty savage in terms of attacking. And the Night Racer, she's just a body. There's no other like 5-drop that's better. Like Motor Master, I've did some tests on Motor Master. He actually still like the reason why Motor Master is not as good in this slot is because of your attack sequences. And your attack sequences with this version or with Night Racer, you don't mind sending her out first, and you probably almost always will. But with the Motor Master version, you actually probably have to send out Demolisher before Motor Master, maybe even everybody else, which you really don't want to do. So in this version of the deck, she fits with Nitro Booster perfectly, not only because she's on the card, but because obviously she has the 3 attack, and she'll get the extra Pierce from the car black icon, the black car icon. And just overall, it's just like pretty much an evolved version, not necessarily better, but an evolved version of David's Orange Black Pierce deck. But I mean, it is 6 wide though, so I mean, in terms of attacks, you know what I mean? Like, it's definitely very powerful, and kind of excited to see how this matchup will go. I think the Sky Shadow pieces will give Jesse some trouble, but it depends on his attack sequences and who he focuses on. If he can kill characters out of battle with his Horrible,
Right.
that'll. And again, he has 6 attacks, so I mean, Horrible's effect will play a really big part in this matchup. Plus, like the number of attacks he has.
Right.
So we'll see.
Yeah, I think it'll be an interesting matchup. Now, what I want to state, which is really important here, is that Jesse has to win this match to present a tie in your bracket.
Okay.
Because if not, Chris just 3-0s the bracket, he wins the bracket, and he moves on to the top 4. But Jesse,
that's true.
Jesse has to present a way in order for him to actually 2-1 or 3-0 the bracket, and the way he does that is by beating Chris tonight. So if he doesn't beat Chris tonight, then Chris just wins the bracket, and then Jesse has to play the 3rd round to try for the second chance qualifiers.
Right.
If we need.
So this is going to be super interesting. So all eyes are sincerely on Jesse because he has to his matches are what really, really matters right now because we've already had a couple. That's a good point.
Right. It's very important that Jesse tries and gets this win because if like I said, if he gets the win, he gets to give himself a chance to win the bracket himself, and that's a big deal.
Right. Right.
And and like I say, guys, we've been running this differently, so it's a little interesting. And like everyone's just been playing when they can play, so it's just in the favor that like obviously Chris already has 2 wins, so like if Chris wins, he knows it. But now it puts a little more pressure on Jesse to go, all right, I got to go get this win so I can win this bracket myself.
Right. Absolutely. I agree.
So, all right. Well, I think I'm going to click over to them, guys, and I'm going to let them know it's ready to begin, and we will get these games started for you guys.
Sounds good.
Steffon's cooking.
Yeah, sorry, guys. I'm just about done. Tried to beat the stream, but it didn't work out. Anybody want some? We're having pulled pork and french fries.
All right,
pulled
guys.
Pork sandwiches.
The stream has begun. We've introed you guys, so you are ready to start, and good luck.
I guess if I mute myself while if anything gets too loud, nobody will hear me, right?
Yeah. What's up, Chad? How's everyone doing tonight? I will start the timer when they like start shuffling, when they start taking their cards. Give them all the time they
Cameron,
need.
we having some pulled pork, not from scratch or anything, but it's pretty good where we get it from at our grocery store. And then some pulled pork sandwiches and some french fries. Keeping it kind of simple tonight, but yeah, it's pretty good. It's from Jack Daniels. It's like barbecue. It's pretty good.
Hey, there's no Perceptors in this game. You can't blame Dan yet, all right? Talk to me next round.
I still blame Dan.
So Jesse screens a little bit on the blurrier side because he has kids. I get that. I missed who won the die roll here. It looks like Chris is going to go first, though. So, as Chris here with the Sky Shadow piece, who do you think you run in first?
For his thing, I think he attacks horrible. Absolutely. Because his horrible only has 11 health versus like his own horrible, which is 14.
Right.
So I think he should try to get a good bit of damage on his horrible to make his effect not as so the next time he attacks the horrible, he should die theoretically.
But
he's actually attacking. That's actually really good though, because he could easily just play 2 black cards next turn.
Yeah, this pretty much it almost forces Jesse's hand to have to flip Demolisher and just swing, right? Because if not, he might just not have a Demolisher attack.
I'm actually just totally wrong because that was definitely the better play. Because clearly, like even if you only got 4 damage on it, like Canyon Crash is usually the magic, the card that gives you 4 damage.
Right.
So, yeah.
It's not a bad start here for. He's gonna start.
No, that was really strong.
Gonna start piling on damage here.
Okay, so he's playing Canyon Crash. I was gonna say if he doesn't have like a Hollow Matter main, then that's definitely gonna be
Yeah, so like the thing here is that you have to realize that 2 black cards removes your Demolisher, so you definitely have to swing this Demolisher, I think.
Yeah, I think he should, unfortunately. Yeah.
And he didn't, so he's just conceding to potentially losing a character here if Chris has it.
Oh, I mean, I really don't see Chris. I mean, he went first. He definitely got to have 2 black cards in the hand. If he does not, be super surprised. I think even if he played like a black card like that didn't really have that much value, he would play it just to get the Demolisher off of there. Like making his game even right now, 3-on-3, quote unquote, until the heads pop off on the Titan Masters is definitely very good for Chris, because now he has to attack him with his other 2 quote unquote best characters like now, in his next turn. So
yeah, I mean the big thing here is it's like I set up. It's if he just has the 2 black card turn, and he doesn't even need the 2 black card turn, right? He only needs a 1 black. Like he has to play 1 black.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
1 black card. So here it is. Like he can play fight for position. He can point, and then he can just flip horrible, and that's the end of Demolisher. Like he's gone.
Right.
And I think that's a big loss for Jesse in this matchup, who is already kind of at a disadvantage.
So I see a Scoundrel's Blaster. I missed that Scoundrel's Blaster before, but that's nice of that random blue. And then, it's great against Autobot decks because you get the free 2 Pierce. But he didn't decide to get it, obviously, because, I mean, so
and there it is there, too. Matchup, so here you go. He gets to shoot again. Now he can still flip his character and just get more free damage.
Right. I would call this a new energy pack, but Enhanced Power Cell technically is a new energy pack. But this is pretty much energy pack because it does give you 4 health. So now this Horrible sitting at 18 health. That's ridiculous. 18 health and able to burn. So that's a tall order for Jesse to battle against.
Looks like we're swinging for 4, 6, 8, Pierce 2, Pierce 3 maybe.
1, 2. It looks like
Not a bad. Not a
So it
bad
looks like
attack.
his deck isn't totally on all Pierce. He's having some static cards that are still good. Grenade launcher, and that helps against orange mirrors. So
Yeah. Yeah, Chris has a pretty solid list. I mean, like there are, I want to say there's four of these horrible. There were four of these horrible Sky Shadow lists.
yeah,
Completely, if I'm correct. And we've seen a bunch of them already. Cameron 3-0'd his pod playing the horrible Sky Shadow list. I think there's
don't
actually
even know,
five.
man. That version might be better than the Perceptive version, to be honest with you.
It's early to say, and there's the thing is there's definitely there's only one Perceptor Sky Shadow, and he potentially might 3-0 a bracket also. So it's
okay,
I guess
so
it's hard to say.
To see those matchups.
Right.
Yeah, well, that's exciting. Definitely want to see that because I'm talking off of theory. I mean, I'm Team Perceptive Sky Shadow all the way, but this horrible deck looks crazy. So.
Yeah, they Sky Shadow looks powerful. Let's start there.
Yeah, well, that's very true. Touche.
But it's like you said, he has this, like the Jesse's Horrible is already at a disadvantage just because of the head.
Right.
And like we're already looking at this mega healthy Horrible here. So, but the good thing is that Jesse he could potentially set up a play where his Fangry gets to swing up into that Horrible and at least get a good hit on him.
Yeah, he needs a good chunky hit though, because I mean, again, 18 health, that's just a lot. And I think Jesse's deck, if he's not playing improvised shields like my list was, he's not hitting like super big numbers. So, right. And that's something to think about with the list, because this deck was really catered to control decks. But if this whole tournament is orange, then his deck construction isn't well off right now.
Yeah, the black orange, the composite armors aren't necessarily the best decision, especially when your Demolisher gets KO'd before you get to attack.
Yeah, exactly.
It'll be interesting to see how he plays this, because I think you just have to go in for a weaker Horrible attack here.
Yeah, might sacrifice. Well, I don't know, because I think Horrible is. I think he's the most important character, so I think I would just sacrifice Fangry here. Even though, I like
to be able to attack up scenario, but maybe he just.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Yeah, I guess his Horrible really won't kill his Horrible, so it'll probably be fine. But
right. It's definitely much harder to see Jesse's side. It looks like 6.
5 Pierce 3 looks like.
Yeah, 5 or 6. Yeah. So it looks like Chris also went for the even the score mounted missile split as well. We've seen that in a couple of the other decks also.
Yep. Which is so savage. It makes it even worse, to attack into one of the pieces. So they get so much benefit. They deal damage back to you. They combine for a guy. If you're playing on Autobot, you take more damage. If you weren't a fan of direct damage before, you have no choice now.
Yeah, pretty much.
So.
Every character has access to it, and they're all really strong. And
there's just so many good cards. You'd be crazy to avoid playing cards like Kami and Crash, etc.
And then Horrible might be the king of direct damage, and he's a melee character.
Yep. Ooh, grenade launcher. So this thing is just stacked. So, but you know what? That Sky Shadow Tank's in an interesting position. So one way I could see Jesse potentially capitalizing is dealing 2 damage to that Sky Shadow Tank. But what he really needs to do is to try to kill the Sky Shadow piece outside of battle, and if he can potentially kill the Sky Shadow itself, and if he can't at least kill it, at least put it in range of direct damage for Horrible to kill it the following turn. So that's a couple of future tense moves we're talking about.
Right.
That's where he's at. And Fangry could probably do it, because I don't see Horrible killing Fangry this turn. Well, I'll take that back.
I mean,
never mind. 8 Bull 2, I'll take that back.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt.
Yep. And he should be attacking Fangry here. If you look at the health, Night Racer only has 2 on it. He can easily kill the Night Racer with another character or outside of battle. So it doesn't make sense to attack the Night Racer.
Yeah,
here.
he can just easily just play a black card and flip.
Yeah, just murk it. Oh, he missed. What? No way. What was his flips? 10? Wow, he only hit 10. He missed it. He missed it by the success. Well, I guess it's not that important, because Fangry might not be able to live this another day anyway. So, whatever Jesse does here, he does not need to. I don't know if he should. He needs to kill a tank outside of battle. He doesn't need to attack into a piece to let him combine. That's very important here.
Yeah, this is the time
or even
where
then, he might just need to attack the plane and just gather as much damage on him as possible, so he can just try to one shot the the big guy, the combiner.
I mean, it's a setup here where it depends on what his action and upgrade for the turn. If it's too aggressive
Yeah, that's
black,
true.
if it's too aggressive black actions, and like
Yeah.
one of them's like a Kamian Crash or something, I mean, I can't tell what that card is.
Looks like precision fire.
Yeah, so I mean that's a good start, you know, and that gets the extra damage here. So like
Spread damage. Yeah.
so like he can just pick off the tank here and make him combine, you know.
Yeah, that makes it a lot easier. I love those AoE cards like magnetic and precision. That makes it a lot easier.
Right. So
And a lot more effective.
now he only has to deal 7 damage, so that's the range is a little closer.
Yeah.
So
No
like I said,
Autobot, so the bolt
yeah, the bolt
Pop
does
3
nothing.
won't do anything this game.
Oh, I like the artwork. I like the artwork. I dig it. I dig it. Yeah. So like, if he has an aggressive black, like, is that? I can't tell what that is. It's just too blurry for me to be able to tell.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. I meant to mention that to him because like last time our other games is a lot clearer than that, but it's all good.
Yeah.
Teamwork makes the dream work. We'll figure it out.
It could just be extra, you know, like even just having a 4th guy in the room type thing, you know.
Yeah, that's probably true. Oh, nice Perceptor. Nah, I forgot about that, yeah. I stepped away for a second. That's some decent drawing. Mine was sucks. I give him props for that. So Sky Shadow gets to attack here. Probably Horrible might be a good candidate for that attack target. I don't see Horrible not being attacked here because any other attack would be wasted.
Right.
Sky Shadow has a whopping 8 attacks, so I don't see Horrible not being attacked this turn. And even if he doesn't kill it, he could just put it in a position where any black cards he played would kill himself. So
at this point, the Horrible, you know, any play with Horrible could just like potentially KO a character as well. And it looks like he's going to play the green here, so he doesn't have a black. But if he has a black action, he can still just pick off Night Racer if you want it. And it looks like he's just maybe he stalled out on cards.
you want to take it off the break? Are they pausing for a reason, or is Chris just thinking pretty hard?
I think you might be in the tank for this one.
Okay.
Yeah, because like I
So
said,
flip Horrible, there's another free damage. Probably maybe just pick off the Night Racer, make it easy.
Yeah.
That's so crazy, man. This out of combat damage just KO these characters these days.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I said these games are long but fast. It's like the easiest.
Yeah.
It's like the most awkward way to explain it.
Well, and I think the Titans is what makes it that way, especially because like it's not over just yet. Like I still have a little bit of energy left. I got ahead, so.
Right. So we have the secret action. Okay.
So secret action. I mean, only the immediate comes to mind is in even the score, but then also a hold the line. Hold the line could be
I believe
to be very good.
I believe it's a
Probably
hold the line
hold the
because even the score is in the scrap pile.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, how many double oranges does he play? Oh, he plays one mounted, or does he
plays
play
one
two
mounted,
score?
one even the score. Yeah, he flipped them earlier.
Okay.
So yeah, my gut says that it's probably a hold the line, which is good because now like this Krebs head is just gonna do just nothing, like literally nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, this deck is super strong. I think, I think we're gonna get to that point where, we had soul green cards like reprocess and pocket processor as our main deck green, but I can see Hollow at least being a potential, main deck one of now. Because this is crazy. Bashing Shield and Disassemble were still outs, but I mean, we did not play Sparring yet just because Bashing Shield wasn't out either.
Yeah,
so,
if Harble's running around, people are going to be looking for whatever answer they can get. So the PTT here, that's a desperate play. I mean, like, it's not a bad play. The problem is the hold the line here, is that if the Parsec...
I think it is bad because he just simply has more attacks than...
Yeah, I mean,
Jesse.
I don't think he can get out of it, obviously. And not to mention he just, he has 3 health left now at this point, which I'm not sure he was doing much better. But the Parsec here is just going to get blown out because even if he has the aggressive play, he has hold the line. So now his Parsec's still just going to deal 1 damage. So that's, like, that's just going to be the writing on the wall as soon as he reveals the hold the line.
See, honestly, this is what I was talking about, guys. Mentioned rather in my videos before. The game is over, like right here.
Yeah.
You're now the only reason why it doesn't matter as much is because this game will not hit the 50 or the 60-minute time limit.
Right.
But there is potential. So, like in a tournament, just scoop your cards up and move to the next game. There's no. I mean, I don't think you should even bother playing this game at that point.
Yeah, I mean, to me, as soon as the hold the line's revealed here, I think it's definitely game over. Like,
yeah.
At that point, it's like, okay, I just can't win this game.
Yeah.
But it looks like he's just going to play it through for the camera.
And it's all good. I mean, it's not like the worst thing, but I mean, like,
right.
From my experience, I definitely would just save time. And I mean, who knows? Because you know what? If you look at it this way, if you end up, let's say, losing the entire round, at least you have like 20 or so minutes to like kind of recoup yourself before the next round.
It's true.
You know, so that's another thing. I know after I take an L, I need to go sit by myself sometimes and think and recoup before the next round.
Yeah, so the second attack came in for, like 3 damage or something like that. But, he gets the PTT, so, like, he has another shot at it here, but it's like you said, it's like he's still outnumbered 4-1 and he has 1 health characters.
Yeah, that's just way too, yep. Exactly.
Like, he would need a lot of help to get out of this.
I mean, from my experience, you really want to have Sky Shadow at around, like, 16-ish damage on him.
Yeah, like
he's at 13, he's still sitting pretty, and potentially could take another attack, which means he can attack again.
Right.
So,
I mean, like, especially because we already played the Fusion Borer, so, like, the damage output on Parsec is even less.
Right.
It honestly, with the secret action down, it's... I'm not sure what that was. Oh, is that Heated Battle? That might be Heated Battle.
Yes, but...
So
okay, the Peace of Tyranny turn and then Heat of Battle as well.
Yeah, so, I mean, this could KO the Sky Shadow.
You know, something I've heard a player say before when I thought he should have scooped and we should have went to the next game is, I just want to kill the bot.
Yeah.
So it's like a mental thing. It's like, I need to kill somebody before we go to the next game. So that could be a thing, too.
It's obvious here that, like, this Sky Shadow's going to die, and then, like, we're going to flip Horrible, we're going to play a black card, kill a Parsec, and then kill a Crab, and the game's going to be over. So,
Right.
But hey, if you needed that gratification of killing the Sky Shadow, I get it.
Sometimes.
I get it.
I'm just trying to hit all angles because that's potential.
I mean, that guy's a pain in the ass. So I feel you.
Yeah. And you know what? I got to hit another point. So in Yu-Gi-Oh, there's potential for your opponent to misplay. And
I mean,
not scooping could potentially let your opponent mess up. I mean, it's probably hard to mess up right here, but that's still another
like
avenue.
I said, there's play a black, kill your Parsec, your guy dies. Yeah. So, like,
I'm just saying, like that's still aspect I think can carry over eventually in this game.
Yo, I totally agree. Like you can always, in some situations, especially like. It's harder in game 1 to do that, but like in a game 3, you're never gonna call yourself
nervous
out.
And
but in a game 1, it's like when you said you're worried about time. Now, granted, you don't have to really be worried about time here.
Just a good habit to get into.
I'm just gonna check in real quick. 43 minutes left in the round, guys. Good game. Checked out. So
I think Jesse's side deck he has Motor Master and
it looks like he went right for him. He went right for him.
Yep. So we're going to see how well, but keep in mind what I was saying earlier about your attack sequences because you normally just send Night Racer out there the first time. What's good about Night Racer is after she attacks, they usually don't, they usually don't focus on her anymore after the round, so they have to attack her again. So she
Jesse,
can definitely live like 2 or 3 like attacks for sure.
I mean, he gets to go first here.
You don't put that much.
So, like, it's so tough because, like, I think you need to put the damage on the Sky Shadow P. Like, I think even with Fangry getting the extra bold and, you wanting to go into that Horrible, I actually think you just have to go into the plane because, like, you have to force Christian to play differently. And, like...
Yeah, so make him attack with the tank.
Yeah, because, honestly, I think that's your only way... Like, it's like, yes, I'm giving up 2 bold, but I don't think that's nearly as important because the damage on the Horrible is not as important.
Right.
And I think that's what you have to do. I think you just have to make him. You have to create a different play format for him, and you have to take him out of his normal sequence. So if you just go, all right, I'm going to send my Frangry in. I'm going to have my bold 1 and my 4 attack. And I'm going to put, hopefully like 5 or 6 damage on the plane. I don't think that you Christian can't just send the plane back, which is really the problem.
No. And the reason why he can't, guys, is because the tank will form into Sky Shadow, which means he'll lose an attack. One of the reasons why this whole lineup is powerful is because he has 3 attacks initially, but then Sky Shadow has an attack that's 4, and then that head pops off into Ominous that's 5. and
Yeah.
the Perceptor dies, that's 6. You have like 6 attacks, like
Yeah, the real
three.
truth is
You know what I
that
mean? So
even with horrible, like you still might have to just send the plane back, and you probably just don't get a second attack anyway. Like you like,
yeah,
but the real argument is that you need to put the damage on a Sky Shadow piece to start, because
right.
if you don't, then he is like you probably can't just like KO out of nowhere type scenario. And like I said,
Yeah,
that damage on the horrible, that's
with the
that's not going to be
out of battle damage. Yeah,
it's not going to be good enough. So if
nope.
he, like I said, if you can put 6 damage on the plane, and then he doesn't send the plane, he sends the weaker attack on the tank, and you're like, okay, I Kamian crash, flip, deal damage, and then play an upgrade. Like like you
Right.
might just KO him out of combat, and then you get this swing on, your his big Sky Shadow with your Demolisher or something like that. So you need
Right.
it's what you said. It's what you said earlier. You have to present these plays that are different for your opponent. So like the moment you start doing that, then like they might overthink it a little bit, and then you can play into that.
Absolutely.
But we'll see how it all goes down.
Oh yeah.
Looks like it was a pretty big cyborg plan there. So I think you said like
Yeah,
he had a couple Hollowmatters.
I think he expected. Yeah, yeah. And I think he expected a whole bunch of Sky Shadows. So I think he's prepared in terms of the size. We'll see how important, how well that ends up paying off.
Right. And like I said, Chris did go first game 1, so I do think I do think that actually does play a pretty important role in the matchup.
Oh yeah, yeah, dice roll. Good old dice roll.
Sometimes it's that easy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna pull up Jesse's list real quick to take a double gander at it. Yeah, so he has 1 Hollowmanner, 1 Hold the Line, 1 Precision Fire, 2 Magners, 3 Hydrex. Yeah, so he probably only brings in the Projector and the Hold the Line, I'd say.
Yeah.
I don't think you go too much more than
that
that.
Hollow Matter Projector, I've been talking about this for a while, but it's such a really cool lock with Hollow Matter and Motor Master, because you can't deal any direct damage to any of the other characters besides Motor Master. But then if you put the Hollow Matter on him, he also can't take damage. So it's like a little soft lock. Right? No, it's not a soft lock. It's a hard lock until they draw it out. So you don't have to worry about horrible for a while. So he can draw it fast enough. That might prove to give him enough time to put dish out a lot of damage. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's tough to tell.
Yeah, it is.
But the difference is like it's favorable when they can't attack the Motormaster first, also. So,
Right.
being on the play here is a big deal, so he can protect
Right.
the Motormaster longer.
But it'd be crazy to side deck 3 improvised shield, 3
Yeah,
command
see,
launchers, and go straighter.
this is the play that I just don't think is good enough. I think he valued that extra 2 bowl just too much, and now
Right.
he's just gonna get free reign with the Sky Shadow pieces. And I think that's a pretty incorrect play for this matchup.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, because now the Sky Shadow plane can just get just about anything and just tee off on this Fangry.
Oh man.
Did you finally get to
How much
sit down?
damage did he put on it? He put 5 on it. Okay.
Yeah, and I don't know that that's good enough.
Well,
I
for
would
what it's
much
worth,
rather-
it knocks out the Grax extra health.
Sure, but
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, let's be real though. I don't know if he'll be able to do 9 damage to the horrible before.
Right. So
Well,
here's a
make that
damage. Here's 2.
8 damage.
Oh, here's 3 actually. 3 damage to Motormaster.
But that's cool though that the Motor Master can absorb all that though.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not on like his horrible. You know what I mean? So, but we'll see how important that is in the end. Might not be good enough, but we'll see. So we got a counter espionage dash and shield for greens on Chris's side. So, he probably won't get that first dash and shield.
I'm muted for a second.
Okay. Okay, so composite armor. So that's a really strong move. So composite armor on the Demolisher while it's in tank mode. Flip Demolisher. Now, okay, hold on. Give me a quick second. He forgot to put a date. He got to trigger the horrible effect. Oh, thanks, Dan. So you said they can't hear me, so
Yeah, I'm muted to you, but I still got in there somehow. I have crying baby, gentlemen. I'm just trying to save your ears.
yeah, it's definitely going to be important to remember triggers. Triggers are like a lot more complex than they've ever been, and it's very easy to forget. But so looking at Jesse's board state, I don't know how hard he should go. Well, I think he can go. I don't think Demolisher is going to kill the plane. I'm not going to say it's hard to do 9 Pierce 9, but he's going to have to get lucky to hit 9 Pierce 9. I think if he can at least get 7 extra damage on the plane, that would be really good for him to use Horrible on the next turn. But he's going to use Peace and Tyranny again. Wow.
This is an interesting play.
He is Peace and Tyranny crazy. Man, I don't know about that. How much damage did the Fangry have on him? I think he only had
So
5
here's my other thing here. I think you would just pick off with the Parsec, wouldn't you?
I think that's not that good either. Jeez. He's flipping a lot of cards, but he's only doing like 4 Pierce 4. It looks like 5 Pierce 5. That was an unfortunate flip. He needed a lot more orange than that. Let's see what it ends up being. I can't tell.
Yeah, it's pretty blurry on our end to get the exact count there. But we'll find out in a second here. It looked like 5. Yeah.
Yeah, 5 Pierce 5, yeah. Okay, so that's nowhere near enough to. I mean, it's possible to do the 4 damage turn with a Canyon Crash and a black upgrade, but I'm pretty sure he probably expected to do more when he flipping 9 cards minimum, 11 total.
I just think I would have maybe just like sacrificed the Parsec there and give myself a better draw to see what I could draw into. Only because like this Parsec now, you might be asking a lot to try and pick something off here.
Right.
But I think you have to send the Parsec here anyway, which is the real big problem because like you can't just like offer up Motor Master, right?
Right. And on top of that, you know what? I was going to say the Parsec is protected by Motor Master, but it's not protected from move damage.
Right.
So as soon as Chris flips and flings the damage over the Parsec, he can still just get rid of it.
Right.
So
like you have to swing this Parsec here because otherwise it's literally just for nothing. But this could end up being one of those like super bad PTTs where if he doesn't come up with a way to KO this plane, and like honestly, here's the worst part: is he's going to KO the plane, and then the Parsec's just going to get killed anyway to the bolt. You know, so like that's
no Motor Master.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
But still, though, I mean, he does still an attack here. So maybe that was his plan because this is the game. So okay,
it's just
he is still an attack from the tank.
Like he steals.
Oh no, he didn't even kill it.
Oh yeah, then that's just probably game over from there. But my thing is the stealing the attack. It's like yes, he stole the attack, but like he didn't protect himself or anything like that. Like it's not like the way you steal this attack, it's not good enough. Like you have to be able to steal the bigger guy's attack.
Right.
So like he should have just set himself up, with a couple more triggers from Horrible before going in on that PTT.
Yeah, that's definitely a more of a power card than it's ever been. I think he should have held off on that too.
Yeah, because like if he's just able to like add a couple of black damage here, a couple of black damage there, and then like, out of combat, KO a Sky Shadow piece, and then he has the PTT. That way he can like take advantage of it and like KO the big Sky Shadow. I think that's what you have to play for. But the way he did it, the aggressive way he did it, it's not good enough. That's just a tough loss because he didn't even get the KO either.
Yeah, that makes it. I think that's the ultimate issue. It seems like such a tall order when you look at this board. It's like, man, you still got so many like different ways like these characters just pop off into other characters, and it's like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just a lot.
Gets the ping on the armor.
Yeah, that matters a little bit. Well, yeah, because okay. So first things first, I think Plane needs to go to make him form.
Right.
Because will he be tapped out here? No, he won't be tapped out here. But
he'll be okay because he can still attack it as a live target. So like this play, like he just KOs the plane, and then like he can just attack Sky Shadow because
Yeah,
everything's
but I'm worried
untapped.
about oh yeah, okay, he's doing it. Never mind. So it doesn't matter. Okay.
Right.
But he had to use a card that was that wedge formation. Okay,
Yeah. So
so
it was a heal one, deal one.
um, I'm thinking like he doesn't play power punch. So I'm thinking even grenade might not be enough to kill the Sky Shadow because Sky Shadow's at.
He's
Oh
on
no, actually I take it
14.
back.
He's on
It might. I take it
14.
back. Yeah, if he has a good weapon, he needs a fusion bora or grenade or something here to kill the Sky Shadow. That's the play.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
then
This is like
I
his,
see a secret action. If that's hold the line, he can't do any more than 5.
which
So
is gonna keep his guy alive.
right. I mean,
So
but
you,
looking in the future,
so
since
you
his
need
horrible can.
so you need a second black card here, which is the truth.
Yep.
So like you said, it has to be. Our combat dagger is not bad. I don't know. I don't think you can play it on the Motor Master here though. To be honest, like Motor
No,
Master is not going to get the job done.
Is that?
That's a
Ooh, that
hiding spot. Oh, okay.
Ooh, well, so much for wanting to kill.
Yeah.
So did he do the 1 damage with the combat dagger from the horrible trigger?
Combat trigger on horrible 1 damage. Don't forget it, please. Thank you.
And that should go on Sky Shadow, so he can.
Right. Yeah, but he's just going to have some
Horrible's
stealthy.
attacks aren't threatening, but his effect definitely is, threatening. So.
Yeah. So once again, it's hard to see exactly what that is.
Yeah.
The blur there. Looks like Harble's just going to take a couple damage, not much at all. I mean, the Motor Master only has 2 attack to start, so it's not a very healthy character.
That looked like 2 Pierce 2 because Horrible was at 5, so.
Yeah.
Well, somebody's going to die this turn, and I think it's going to be Demolisher if I was Chris.
It's a pretty good guess. It's a
Yeah.
pretty good guess. Swing,
And then
right?
the number of characters are going to be 3 to 4. So Jesse's definitely absolutely going to have to kill the Sky Shadow out or his Sky Shadow combined outside of battle.
And one of those characters is a Motor Master, so it's not very threatening. Yeah. I don't know if I would have played the pocket
deck,
there. I mean, I guess if you're going to attack with the bull, you play the pocket there, but
yeah. Well, that's still pretty safe though. I don't even see horrible. Well, 15 damage. I'll take that back. I guess it's pretty easy to get rid of 5 damage.
Yeah. So
5 health.
I mean, it's whoever you're not going to attack with is where you play that card, obviously. But I would just imagine that I'm just going to attack with my Sky Shadow and KO the bull, and KO the Demolisher, like you said.
Oh, but he is going with a little bull. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the bull needs to get a kill here. I don't know about that. I think the Sky Shadow should have won personally.
I mean, I don't know that he needs to get a kill. For what it's worth, it definitely helps. But to me, I would rather my Sky Shadow kill something, and then even if like you get KO'd, you still have a Pierce 4 like guaranteed. So like that can probably just KO Motor Master realistically.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's just where I would have went. Like, all right, whatever. I'll just KO your guy, and then I'll KO your Demolisher, and then I'll just KO your Motor Master this way, and then I'll still have a somewhat healthy Horrible to finish the game.
Well, this is super unfortunate because I don't think there's a way to do 5 with Horrible. The max you can do with a Horrible.
Right, and here's the big thing
4.
here is that so it's not impossible, but like if Jesse has the right cards in hand, he can deal 5 damage out of combat to KO the Sky Shadow.
No, that's what I'm talking about. I don't think you can. I think Camion and another black icon and a flip. Right. The max you can do is 4. I don't think you can do more than 4, unless because there's no black upgrade that deals
1, 2, 3, 4, flip to move 5. Camion deals 2.
His effect is 3.
It does 3. Then he plays a black upgrade, deals 4, and then flips the move of damage and KOs.
Oh, I can't count. I've been saying 4 this entire time. See what happened was I was good at math in school, but like now, I'm eating. The pulled pork gets into my head. That's what it is. Well, that's gonna be so Camion Crash is the card. Then that's the card that really starts the fireworks. So
yeah. I mean, if you got it, you got it. You need it for sure. Yeah, that's not going to be it. I mean, I'm trying to think if there's... and like, because it's not even like he could have like a javelin or something like that. Like, that's not going to do it. Just trying to run through other scenarios of the deck list, but I think it had to be a Camion Crash there to even have a chance.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, that's the only one that can get there like that. Well, I was gonna say rock toss, but no, because rock toss deals 2 damage to a tapped enemy. So
Yep,
I guess that would have.
that's not helping him.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna tell you
no.
that rock toss would only be 4. So he can't even threaten to kill. Well, he might be able to threaten to kill the horrible. What is that? What is he? Yeah, fight for position. If he flips,
The
if he
problem
flips
here
enough
is that
oranges,
he shouldn't, if he's gonna try and attempt the KO there, and then he should have just shot a damage at the horrible and said it like he feels like he's like switching pace like mid turn, and that's never a good sign.
oh, he didn't put the extra damage on horrible. Yeah, because I
Right.
think the new goal is to attack horrible if you didn't have Kami. I didn't realize that.
Which I mean, what Chris has 8 damage on, so he still has 7 health. You know, like, or 15 is it 14? 9 plus 5, 14. So he still has 6 health on that horrible. That's still a pretty healthy horrible. And he looks
Yeah.
like he did decide against it. He went for the 2 damage there.
That's a grenade though. Is that grenade?
I might be.
I think that's grenade. Well, that's actually good enough. Maybe that's why he did it.
Yeah, so 7 plus flips, 8. 8
At
pierce
least
one.
he
Oh yeah, that's good
oh,
enough.
that's
Yeah, that'll be
oh,
good
damn.
enough. Yeah, it was a matter of where to put the damage correctly for sure.
Right. Okay, so this actually became very interesting, and I hate to say it, but like him going first obviously mattered like so much. But right here, only thing I can see is horrible needs to go down. So I feel like both attacks, unless if the Sky Shadow can't kill the horrible in one attack, which it probably can, then Grax is going to have to go into it as well. But then he also has his head back though, so the head might be able to deal with Sky Shadow itself.
Yeah, so
and then it's just a numbers game at this point.
I
So
think you would send Grax into Motormaster to remove that, and then you would just have to KO Demolisher here, right? And then but I don't know that you can
just
win the
leave
game from
1-1.
there. So I don't know. That's the tough thing. Like if you have the like the right cards to just KO the horrible, then I guess you do that. But like either way,
so
your
you're saying just
Demolishers.
leave him with one character, 1 versus 3. I will. It'd be 2 technically. Versus
It would
3.
still
I see
be
what you're
2,
saying.
yeah. Well, Bashing Shield helps. That actually represents a lot of damage.
Yeah.
And then a secret action, so that's a big deal. Yeah, so if he's able to KO the horrible here, and that secret action's a hold the line,
Or
like,
even yeah.
like if it's a hold the line, then like you can actually keep your Sky Shadow alive, which is huge. That's a big deal.
Grax has 4 attack, right? 4 attack, 5 health.
I think it's 3 attack, but I'm not positive. I can.
No, that doesn't even sound right. I think it's 4. He's kind of stacked.
Yeah,
He's a rare
I
too.
know he
so
has 5 health.
think
I know
it's
that
4.
much.
Yeah. Okay, so Motormaster is definitely out.
Yeah, which I think
The
is
Sky
like
Shadow
a 3
attack just doesn't need to whiff, and it doesn't look like it's going to. Yeah, 14. That's gonna do it.
Yeah, if that's at the horrible, then that's a dead horrible. Which it is. So yeah, if this is a hold the line, then like there's a good chance the game is probably over unless Jamie, once again, it comes down to that Kamian crash. Like if he has a Kamian crash, he has a good shot.
Right.
Yeah, Grex is 4 attack.
What is also very important here is Jesse is actually kind of trapped because he has to attack with untapped Krebs, which means if he doesn't kill Sky Shadow somehow, the Sky Shadow just gets to like wreck Demolisher next turn.
Yeah, and chances are even if he were to find a way, like if he had a counter espionage here or something like that, if he were to find a way to KO the Sky Shadow, there's he's still outnumbered because the Ominous could probably just KO the Demolisher.
Yeah. And shit, we saw a counter espionage from Jesse right at the beginning of the game,
right?
But he didn't pick it up. So unless he hard drew it, we've never seen him get it from a green flip.
Yeah, that's true.
So
we have a wedge. So that's a heal. And there's a pocket processor there. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna be pretty weak. I don't think he's gonna get here. And that's the hold the line too. So it's just it's just a blank turn.
that's unfortunate.
Yeah, and I think that's pretty much the game.
Yeah, he's still. You tell.
Get him. But yeah, this is
That
just
pocket processor was super late too. Pocket processor is the strongest, it's the strongest definitely early game and potentially mid game, but late game is just not doing a lot.
No,
So
because
even you
I mean
you can't
that
control that
character's
though. You know, you
that
get him,
character's
you
gonna
get
get
it.
scrapped now. So
Yeah.
he's about to get deleted.
Yep.
Like, all right, kid, Kreb, take another shot. Oof.
Speaking of delete, what did you think about Money in the Bank? Side note.
It was interesting and fun.
Okay.
That doesn't mean good.
Yeah, that's all I said was okay.
It was interesting and fun.
I'm gonna say I laughed a couple times. I don't normally do that. So
Yeah, exactly. Let's just flip all my doubles on the shot on Demolisher.
Jesus Christ, 246, 816. Yeah. I don't think that was enough. Aim higher, bro.
Sheesh.
Damn.
Get him, Kreb.
Well,
Aw, I was hoping for the grenade launcher top.
right.
All right, guys, that is our first game. You're gonna have to give me some time to set up our second. I'm gonna check in with the competitors, and I will be back.
We're still live, right? Okay. I'm gonna mute so they can't hear me chewing.
Hello? Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Yeah, awesome. We're chatting.
Hello, this is Had.
All right, gentlemen. How's chat doing today? We are almost ready to go. I just have to do a couple more little odds and ends. And Steffon still has to get in here. Steffon, if you're watching, join our Discord group. Yay.
Hey, McCoy, what's your first name? Hang on, we got a mic on. There we go. What's your first name, McCoy?
I think he might have walked away. Maybe, I can't tell.
Just wondering what I should call him when we play. So, am I the only one seeing his camera in reverse?
No, I'm gonna fix it. Don't worry. Oh yeah. You probably do see his camera in reverse. I can fix that like from here. I don't know that he can fix it from where he's at.
So for the stream, you reverse it. I'll play the stream.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's better than Jesse's. I did have trouble playing Jesse. Couldn't really see the screen. Okay.
All right, guys. I'm just gonna finish setting this up, and I still gotta get Steffon in chat. I'll be back in a second. Yeah, I know. I see it, Cameron. We alive. All right. Steffon, talk for me. Steffon!
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Okay, thank you. I wanted to make sure everything was working.
I'm chewing on my chips. I don't want you to hear me crunching.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. All right, so we have a very interesting Perceptor list.
Yeah,
from
this
the
is probably
moment,
the most interesting deck in the entire tournament. Like,
Yeah.
in terms of mixed cards, you know what I mean? Yeah.
it was really cool actually. When I went through the deck list and I saw this list, I actually messaged him. I was like, dude, this is a really cool list. I was like, I'm really excited to see it in action. I know he lost his first round against Chris, and I can see that being a problem.
Yes. Yeah.
So I get that from the start for sure, but it definitely is very intriguing. It's this blue-black Pierce list, and he's actually using Ominous, the Pierce head that we see on Sky Shadow, on his Fangry. So his Fangry is just a
Yeah, I
straight
think
up
the coolest part
4/4.
about this. Yep. Go ahead, my bad.
So I think that's really cool. I think it's really interesting, and we haven't seen a whole lot of Ominous head outside of outside of the Sky Shadow. So it's actually pretty
That's what I was gonna
sweet
say, yeah.
to see that. And I know he lost to Chris in round 1, who we just saw. Congrats to Chris, by the way. He 3-0'd the bracket, so he moved on to the top 4. I forgot to mention that earlier. Congrats to you, Chris, if you're in chat now. But these guys are still playing. Everyone here is looking for wins because we made some changes to the tournament for you guys that are watching now, where if there's an undefined winner or in a bracket, there's going to be a second chance qualifier tournament for players to get into the top 4. So if you win your bracket, you lock into the top 4, and if you're good to go. But if you're a 2-1 and there's a bunch of other 2-1s and there's not a defined winner, all the 2-1s are going to be put into their own tournament again, and they're all going to be playing for that other top 4 spot. So these guys are still playing to be in that 2-1 spot to basically give themselves another shot.
Exactly.
But what we really have here is we have a Fort Max against the blue deck. So we could have an interesting show of events here.
Yeah, I'm really curious how much Pierce, black icons McCoy has in his deck, because if he can get all of his attacks to do damage, well, 2 of his attacks definitely going to do damage. So Perceptor just needs to come to bat. So see how
Right, the Pierce 4 to
out.
start was huge. So it's definitely going to be the target for Fort Max, right? Like that has to be his target, because he doesn't want to just get hit with Pierce 4 twice.
Right.
So I imagine the die roll here is actually kind of important. If Matt can win the die roll, I think he gives himself a pretty good shot, because he sends Braun, he gets some free damage, and then that you already know that you're gonna do at least 4 damage with your Fangry.
Imagine that.
So it could be pretty interesting.
Imagine that.
We talk about the die roll again.
The victory before the victory, it's so annoying. It's so expected, and it's just
Well, I
It's just
mean,
unfortunate.
in these one-tall matchups, it's very evident that it's very important. So we'll see how that goes. But it's tough to say, right? Sometimes it's a good thing, sometimes it's a bad thing, and sometimes you can try and play yourself out of it. So this is just an idea of how do we play ourselves out of it if we lose the die roll here. But if you're ready, I'm ready. We can get the show on the road.
Yep.
All right, guys, I'm going to start the timer. Good luck, and I will check in after game 1.
Sorry, real quick. I just had to. My girlfriend was telling me Becky got pregnant. Did not realize that, so she has to drop the title. But yeah, anyway.
Cool. They actually announced that on Raw? All right. Touche.
I don't know if it was announced on Raw. She showed me an article, and I'm like, oh snap.
There you go.
Huh?
Wrestling,
It was on Raw.
wrestling on 101, guys.
Yeah.
All right, so he did get the die roll. Ooh, I don't think I like this.
Yeah, especially because Fort Max gets a action or upgrade play.
I don't like that play. I think I would have saved the Fangry to protect him some.
I agree. He's getting it for 5 Pierce 4 though.
Right, because even the big thing here is, you have the Energon Axe. You have so many things where, even if the Fort Max hits the go and gets the hit the damage, you might get damage to your Fangry, and then you might get to throw an Energon Axe on him. So now all of a sudden he's at Pierce 6 and stuff like that. I think you needed to protect the Fangry here.
Yeah, I mean, but the beauty about this game, and I think this game's more forgiving than others, where you can readjust yourself in game 2 and 3. So like if this ends up being and he hit the effect. So Fort Max effect on his alt mode side. If you hit an orange and a blue, you deal 1 damage back to the enemy. So
Yep.
he clearly hit an orange and a blue.
Yep.
And so that makes it a little easier on top of that. Now, granted, you're gonna assume that his Fangry is gonna have at least 4 defense on the attack. So it kind of depends on a couple of things if the Fangry dies this turn here or not. But either way, even if it doesn't die this turn, it's probably not going to get to attack again because the way the turn sequences work, the
White and blue.
Maximus
It's
will
a
be able
white.
to attack.
Yeah, it was a white and blue for the flip. That's what it was.
Right. Yep.
Yeah, you said blue and an orange. As soon as you said it, I'm like, I don't think that's what it is.
Did I
Hold
say
on.
blue orange? My
Yeah.
bad. White blue. White blue.
Thank you, Clayton, for clarification. Oh,
I think that was just testing you, chat.
I like the art on the Fort Max here. That's
Yeah, it is
cool.
So we're playing a swerve, matrix of leadership. So we're kind of doing a Metroplex thing
We
here.
did hit an
We
orange
do hit
and
the
black,
effect.
so we get the plasma burst. So that's pretty cool, right?
That's 12 too. That's a lot. 12 pierce 3 looks like
Ouch.
with the effect.
Just ouch.
We got 5. He actually misses by 1 still though.
Yeah, I mean he has the 5D, right?
Right. But I mean, still though, I mean the Fort Max can just go attack somebody else next
Oh
turn.
yeah, yep, totally.
Yeah.
You can just easily just pick
But
them off.
at the same time, then again, I mean, we do have the Ominous Head who. Now, the Ominous Head is kind of interesting in a blue list because if he can't pump up the attack with a, sturdy javelin, or Scoundrel's Blaster, it will probably only be 2 pierce 2 because he's a heavier blue deck. So see how that
Yeah,
ends up
he's
working
gonna
out when
need
the time
some help.
comes.
All right, well, we're gonna get some.
So first things first,
some piles.
Let's see what happens here.
So the Scoundrel's Blaster
Scoundrel's
doesn't help
Blaster.
once again because you attacked with the Fangry first.
Yeah.
The Hollow Matter isn't bad, right? Like you just prevent 2, so like that actually can potentially save your Fangry from a turn.
That'll be interesting.
But the Noble's Blaster here is really good. I mean, just to get
Yes.
yourself more attack.
Mm-hmm. So it looks like we're separating
Yeah,
the
that makes
piles in
sense.
Scouting Mission, Noble's Blaster, Hollow Matter, Scoundrel's Blaster.
Yeah, I can respect that because, like, he probably wants, like I said, like it's like a damned if you do, damned if you don't. But like if he takes the Hollow Matter here, he forces him in. Like either he can just sacrifice his Fangry or he can protect his Preceptor. But realistically, the Preceptor's gonna get smacked anyway. So like you might actually just force the Hollow Matter on the Fangry and then be like, all right, well if you don't attack my Fangry, then my Fangry's gonna get to live and smack you again.
Right, and even though the Fangry wasn't able to hold the Scoundrel's Blaster, Ominous will be able to.
Right.
And, if not Ominous, I mean Grax can also.
Oh, a
Oh, my
Belligerence.
goodness.
Okay.
Well, that's not like it's not
It's
super
not-
strong in this deck,
yeah.
but at the same time, it's gonna do something.
It helps.
So,
It helps. It helps on this
the
early
Pierces-
turn.
Yes.
I think I might. I don't know. I think you might have had to
Well,
try
that's a
and
grenade
save
launcher
it.
too.
Yeah,
he played grenade launcher.
Yeah.
Ooh. So we got 6 pierce 1 coming in from Braun because any
Blues. Yeah.
for every icon you flip different colors, you get 1 pierce. So we got 6 pierce 1. That'll
So it just goes in for what 3, I guess, right? Yeah, 4. Okay.
it takes 4.
Is
yeah.
he 1 in that? Is he 1 armor in that mode?
2.
Oh,
2
2.
armor.
That's right. Yeah, 6. Sorry. Yeah.
Mhm.
And then even
Yeah.
here, I mean, this is still a 7 attack. Like plus your
Yeah.
blues, so it's 8, 9.
9.
So, that's a good hit.
So that's gonna KO. Yeah, that's gonna KO Maximus there.
That's good enough, right?
Yep. Now I will deal 1 damage back to Preceptor and make sure they get that. I'm pretty sure Hen will remember.
Well,
He's
no, because
been pretty
they
good
don't
about that.
count, right?
Well, no, he still flipped the card, so before you calculate damage, it should trigger. Oh no, I lied.
No,
I
yeah,
apologize.
the belligerence
I apologize.
takes it
No,
away.
It won't. It won't.
Yeah.
Yep. I was testing you again.
I was just making sure myself. Hey, I won't lie. I haven't called a ton of Fort Max games, so. But yeah, so that's one way to do it, Stefan. All right, that's one way to do it.
Belligerence will do it. So
we'll
I
see
guess
what
Hen- or
the
no,
Cerebros
McCoy
can
had it.
do.
Yeah. Preceptor's not a super threat right now, but I mean at the same time, he still has to deal with. It's 2 characters versus 5 right now. So
I mean, it's yeah.
Cerebros is supposed to be the heart and soul of the deck, so he's definitely going to have to come in clutch right here. Hitting the effect is so important. So Cerebros' effect is you need to when it battles. So whether on attack or defense, and you hit a orange, blue, black, and white, you were able to grab a upgrade from your scrap pile and equip it to him.
Right.
And that's before the battle. So like you can get armed hovercraft before the battle and then shoot everybody, and then that 1 counts. Or
Okay.
better yet, if you had a weapon on already, you could trade that for a Master Sword.
Right,
and
right.
then the Master Sword will count towards his attack before you calculate. So same with Ghost Shield on defense. But
Yeah, I didn't see exactly what. I wasn't paying attention to what upgrades hit the yard, so it'll be interesting to see what's there. Oh, the protective field's an interesting card.
Yeah. That's a good way to.
That could protect you for a bit.
Yeah, that might hold him off. He only has tough one though, so I don't see him getting the effect on defense. He has to get really lucky, but on offense here, I mean, he still has to get lucky, obviously, but some things need to go right. So Master Metallicato, Arm Hovercraft.
Yeah, so he misses, right?
Yes. Nope, he had two more bold, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. He has two more flips.
Okay.
And yeah, he hits. He hits. Yep, white, black, blue, and orange.
White, black, blue, and orange. Oh, yeah. So he
Yeah, you
gets
don't
it.
need green, so.
And this is before combat, the combat stats roll, so
Right,
he goes and gets
right.
this, but
Oh, so he gets the Arm Hovercraft, and he gets to kill the Fangry, so I'm
nice.
assuming I'm hoping he didn't attack the Fangry. I can't tell who's attacking, but.
Yeah. I imagine he didn't. He probably did swing for someone else. I mean, you're gonna flip 8 cards. When you flip 8 cards, you gotta hope for it, right?
Yeah, it's such a tall order to kill Perceptor. I think Perceptor is probably the correct target. I mean, you do have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 attack coming in. So
yeah, it's a big hit. Yeah, it's gonna go right at him. It takes him to 12, so he leaves him on. Leaves him on 2 health.
And with that, Medic's Protective Field is actually
he
important because.
Does he have the Kreb on him? It's Kreb or it's Grax,
No,
right?
that's Grax.
Yeah.
Grax.
Okay, so he has no more health than that then.
It should be Grax.
Yeah, he's at 17.
So Ominous is forced to attack here, which means that Cerebros will get another crack at Perceptor.
Yeah, it's probably going to KO Perceptor.
Yeah, but then at the same time, you still have to deal with Ominous. So if he remember, he does have that Scoundrel's Blaster. So
yep, yeah, he's going to have Pierce.
Put the Scoundrel's Blaster on for. Yeah. And if he hits any oranges, it scales up even more because he actually has Pierce 6. So if he hits any other oranges, it'll scale up even more.
Right.
And he does play Belligerence.
I mean, he does have the Safeguard armor, so he's pretty protected this turn.
Yeah, he's safe this turn, but I mean the next turn.
He's definitely
Scepter, then
right.
He can't.
Oh no, there's a K-Mean Crash. Oh wow, that's real good. That's not bad.
Well.
Yeah, because like you said, he could just swing up and just do a good, hit some good damage here. At the very least, he's gonna deal with Pierce 4.
Right.
Oh, some whites.
The white makes it
there's
interesting.
A 5. There's Pierce 5.
Oh boy.
All right, so he gets Pierce 5.
Yeah, 5 Pierce 5.
Yeah.
That'll almost kill it. So Cerebros is on his last leg then.
And what is the final head for him? Is it the emissary, or is it the
No, he's playing the Parsec head.
Parsec head, yeah. That's gonna be a tall order.
Yep. Yeah, he's playing Parsec head with a heroic spotlight, so he's playing 2 Fuel Cache.
Yeah.
So for his 2-star cards, which does help hit the effect easier on defense and even offense because you have all 3 colors: orange, blue, and white.
Right,
so.
right.
I know we talked about in the beginning of
picks up a bashing shield.
Yeah.
Protection. I don't hate it. And like you said, this is like a dual threat here. Like it's one of those things where he has to KO the Perceptor, right? Because that's what he has to do. But it's
right.
He just has so many things that are staring him down now. Like that Ominous with just guaranteed Pierce 4 is that's a threat itself. Even the Brawn is at least probably Pierce 1 or Pierce 2 most of the time.
Right. I think best case scenario for him right here is to have a sturdy Javelin because Javelin could kill the Ominous and a Perceptor.
Yeah,
that might give him a chance.
Yeah.
But, I take that back because Cerebros only has 1 health, and then
so the Brawn's going to be a Pierce 1 almost guaranteed, and it's guaranteed, and then
guaranteed, yeah.
the Grax can probably just finish off the Parsec.
Yeah. Everything's all good with Parsec's with the body, and he comes out.
Yeah, and you're like, I have a 1 health character.
Unless it's a kill shot on one other character. Other than that.
Right.
I'm trying to think of other. I mean, still, his best case scenario is still to make
Javelin.
Something is the Javelin. Still, I'm trying to think any other avenues, but I don't think any other avenue is going to be good enough. So.
Does he have? I mean, yeah, because Crash, you can't play K-Mean Crash. That's for sure.
No.
Reprocesses. At least he gives himself some health.
That helps a little bit. Man, if he has Javelin.
There it is.
Oh my god!
Right, all right.
Yo,
there you go.
The game's interesting now. Wow. Okay.
That's a big swing back.
Yeah, that helps. So definitely the correct play is to kill Ominous here, so he's not dealing that bigger AR damage to him anymore. And then kill Perceptor here, and then it's Grax and Brawn versus a
I guess the question is what is his starting attack? Is it 6?
Yes, the starting attack is 6, so
Okay.
he should kill Perceptor. Well, I'll take that back because why am I thinking he has the Kred head on him? He has the Grax head, so
He has the. I mean, it'll be interesting. He flipped 2 blues. He was at 3. We have 6, 7, 8, 9, and a couple more cards, I think.
well, I gotta point out something here. So
He's not going to get a
unfortunately,
weapon, right? So
right,
that's a
yeah,
pretty
he's not
big
gonna get
whiff.
anything. That's he mentioned something interesting in chat in our other game that he might actually potentially think about going up to 45 cards because this happens so often in this testing, and this has happened to me too, like more often than I like to like talk about. So I know that sounds crazy, but at the same time, it's like that happens too often, and that's like such a negative for
He
you.
gets them.
I mean, yeah. Game's still interesting though, so I think what's crucial here is for him to hit the effect on defense because when no meta protected field doesn't help. But depending on what upgrades he has in his scrap pile,
Right.
I missed him. I was clicked on McCoy's screen, so I missed him exactly what he flipped.
Fair.
Of course.
Yeah.
That did. I mean, either way, even if like McCoy was or not McCoy, Hen was still to take the L. That was still pretty cool to see.
Yeah, I mean, this is
Fight back and
this
forth.
game's definitely been swingy.
Yep, definitely.
And like I said, well, the bigger they are, that's good enough, right? Like that's just
Well,
guaranteed.
McCoy said, yeah, about the interesting part. Yeah.
I mean, that's pierced like a billion already.
6 Pier 6. I don't even got to count anything anymore. It's definitely 6 Pier 6. I see 3 different colors.
I don't see an orange
Autos.
though. He doesn't get the orange, so it's 5 minimum.
No, it should be. Oh no, 5. My
5.
bad. My
It's
bad.
5 minimum. It's like 5 pierce a billion to be honest, because he flipped an extra black too. So and yeah, so it's like I think it's 5 pierce like 7 or something like that. I don't know.
No, I just can't count. For some reason, I'm giving Braun 4 attack here. Making the card
If Braun
even
had
better.
4 attack, whew,
That'd be insane.
it'd be a lot better. Okay, he's okay where he's at. Yeah, so like this is like. I don't know how you can win at this point, right? Like he's
every time
proved me
when you
wrong.
think
He's
about
proved me wrong. But
Yeah.
this
The
is a tough ask.
No, even Medic's protective field. Medic's protective field doesn't do anything
No,
either because you
he's
can only
just got
take
one
3.
health.
And
You
he
got
only
one
has
health.
Yeah.
Well, he gets 2 armors. I guess that's cool. But you know,
Yeah.
the hidden fortification. I mean, honestly, the stable cover probably keeps Grax alive, even if he were somehow to KO Braun here,
Right.
which it doesn't look like it's gonna happen. Yeah, so I mean, like this Grax should just be able to KO. I mean, like you said, he has 4 attack to start. Like I don't think you're defending
Right.
that.
And then scooping it up looks like
Yeah. Oh,
So what did we learn here? Belligerence.
it was interesting.
Won the game. I think belligerence was the card that turned his entire game on its head. Definitely belligerence. That was a sick belligerence turn.
43 minutes left in the round, guys. Plenty of time. Good game. That was a lot of fun for us to call, actually.
I think so. The Fortress Maximus list I sent you, Dan.
Mhm.
Like I played Paralizo box. I think the biggest thing is you're trying to get to like you're already playing a gamble, playing the deck. Period. Especially in this format with the beginning.
Right,
So
right.
you might as well take it a step further and try to get up to 12. Your guys are always ranged, so you get a Paralizo box. You hit the effect for 12, and then whatever other oranges you flip, you want to be able to like try to threaten KOing a character just with his attack.
So
Damn the effect.
I
You know what I mean? That's
the bringing in General Optimus here is actually a really interesting call.
Well, isn't this like how Metroplex gets beat up by Too Tall? Well, I
Right.
think that this is Perceptor's a little different because he's flip intensive. He needs to flip. So yeah.
Is that the route he goes?
Maybe.
Do you think? I think he actually brings in Optimus and keeps the Brawn and the Fangry. To be honest, I think that might be what he does. And then like
He is putting it in the slot of Perceptor. I guess that's probably what. I mean, first thing that came to my mind is he's going Too Tall.
right, because you could just flip. I mean, the Too Tall might not
is
be
so
bad
bad,
though. To be honest,
No. Too Tall would be bad because I mean, Perceptor needs to flip a couple times. It's not like it's Battlefield Legend where he's just like swinging for the fences out the gate.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I guess it's interesting.
I mean, I guess you could just top deck showing off like a million times.
I don't
There
know.
you go, but
I don't know.
that's not a good.
I like the Optimus that comes in. The only thing I don't like is that you lose the extra attack, even if it is just Grax. But like, I don't think I would want to
Right.
give that up. And then not to mention the Preceptor, if he doesn't get KO'd outright, you still get an opportunity to see cards with him at least once to help you.
Right.
But what I like about this play is that it does present the free bold and the free tough, and like maybe that's enough to keep a Fangry around through 2 rounds. But you have to assume that Fort Mattress is going to go first. At least I think he wants to go first.
Right.
But the other thing is you have to wonder if he realized that attacking with the Fangry wasn't what he wanted. So like if McCoy has to go first, like maybe it is better to just go, and maybe he thought about swinging with that Brawn now, because even now with the Brawn with the bold, that's probably going to represent 3 or 4 damage anyway at this point.
At least, yeah, it should theoretically. Yep. So what do you think if assuming Hen's going first, what do you think his attack target should be?
I think if he's good, I'm getting judged. Hold on, boys.
Just checking on that time again. We missed what you said earlier. Was it 23? 43. Okay, good. Thank you.
More than enough.
I was like, wow, this.
Just needed a time check. All right, so yeah, I think you have to go into the Fort Max here. I mean the Fangry here, because you just have to go and remove that Pierce as fast as possible.
I mean, you say that, but then like Ominous is also Pierce.
You can hear me. You're good. Sorry. I gave it away. I gave it away, guys. Hopefully he already announced
Who knows?
targets.
Maybe Hen had another line of play, and he might. Well, he's definitely not attacking Optimus because he's flipping the extra card. So
Yeah, so I think he went in the Fangry. Oh, he did.
I see a flip like that though, and look
Yeah.
at that card, Belligerence. So imagine he did attack Optimus because he would have drew Belligerence.
Who did we?
But it doesn't get the effect though, so that's going to be a very well-off start for Hen there.
So he only did an extra 1 damage, but okay. The Fort Mattress. All right.
So I wonder, do you just flip Optimus here because he's stronger in his other mode? But I mean, you are playing a blue deck though, so you can't really expect to get that much value out of its effect. But again, if he has Belligerence, this game,
I think his bold across the board is better. To be honest,
right now, okay.
In this current mode, because like I said, it gives Braun another chance. See, like I don't like this. I actually like just giving Braun an extra chance at Pierce because the guaranteed damage is there with your other characters. And I would rather have the guaranteed damage because if Braun just swings in and goes, "Oh, I'm gonna deal 4 or 5," and then Fangry jumps in and goes, "Oh, I'm gonna deal 4 or 5," like I would rather be on those lines of plays.
Well, so this is 4 Pierce 2. Looks like, right? 4 Pierce 2. 4 max effect will trigger. He flipped the white and the blue, so that will kill, or not kill, excuse me, but deal back 1 damage to Braun.
Mm-hmm. He picked up.
Nobody's in range of dying though with the effect though, so like it's gonna be kind of
that helps.
Like, he needs to definitely
Like that first attack was like it only dealt 1 damage to the Fangry, so
1. No, it should have been more than 1 because he's at 7.
Oh, is it a 6? Okay, you're right. It's a 6. Sorry.
It's all good.
So he gets up there for Pierce 5.
Looks like 5, 7 Pierce 5. Yeah.
Yeah. Takes a ding. Takes a ping.
Something to note though is if he has a javelin, he can get rid of that finger outside of combat. But he has to also hit the effect. But
so
Optimus with Pierce his,
1.
It's gonna do something.
Well, there's the white and blue again, though. He gets it again. He defends for a good
he's hitting
amount
those things pretty good.
He defended for like 5 there, so.
Yeah, that's pretty strong. And they're taking 2. So last time when there was an all-out attack like this, the Max died. So the fact that he's getting a second attack is going to be interesting to see how that changes the dynamic of this matchup.
Yeah. And like you said, if he has the correct weapon, like, and he can steal an attack for the Fangry, that's gonna be really big.
Right. And let's also keep in mind, Hin cited out his parsecs for Freeze Out, and Freeze Out's the tough 2 head.
Oh,
But the
okay.
tough 2, of course, won't come into effect until Cerebros is out.
Right, and that's more mainly about trying to get armors onto him, I guess.
Right. I don't know, like with Fort Max's total health and everything, part of me feels like they should have left it at
Is that a
everything. The
mag
heads. Nah, that should be Precision Fire.
Oh, okay.
Much better in this
So what do you
deck.
think he calls alt? And he
Should
hits his own
call alt
guy.
mode.
Is Fort Metrics
Well,
in alt right now or no?
Ooh, well, if he does that,
Oh, I think
okay.
Max being nice.
Okay, he's. Yep,
I think Max
let
being
him take
nice.
that. Yeah, so we're gonna flip to body mode. In body mode, you're definitely a lot less prone to getting hit
Yeah.
by calling, almost or getting that 2 damage
So is
on these
that
characters.
that potentially KOs the Fangry, right?
Um.
Because it puts him to 9 and then. he
Oh
has
yeah,
11.
So he should have. If he attacks Braun here, that's probably the correct attack, so he can get 2 characters off the board potentially.
And Metallic Auto gives him the orange black. Yeah.
Yeah. Is that Metallic? Oh yeah. Yep. And he had a precision fire as well, so he's at 11. So 11 should kill the Braun. I'm hoping he attacked Braun.
I mean, he
That's a
has.
2 for 1.
That was a big defense for the.
Oh,
Braun,
he
though.
flipped the. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Bruh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So he had 7 defense. So.
But wait, why did he flip so many cards? Does he have tough something? He should only.
I think he flipped
Wait.
an extra card.
Yeah, I think he flipped that card too.
I think you flipped 1 extra card, Mac. That sturdy armor, right? Because you don't have the tough there. You should only have the 1 from the sturdy, 1 is the regular, and then 2 for the crit. I don't know where the sturdy armor, because you don't have tough from the Optimus. That's only in Optimus in bot mode only gives it to himself. So that sturdy armor goes back on top of your deck. That'll be your draw for turn.
And that's something to note because that starting armor actually does nothing for his deck. So I wonder if that was a missided card because he doesn't have any specialists
Can you hear me,
anymore.
Mac?
So
You okay?
Yeah, he swung into Prime.
Oh, he swung into Prime. Oh, okay. No big deal. You got me then.
Oh, okay.
We got confused.
Let's see. I think that attack should have went into.
All right, it's my
Braun,
turn.
I think. Because Braun is a
Alright.
threat. He's not like
Go for
Flame
turn.
War or Night Racer, just kind of just not doing much. Braun is a 5-star threat for sure. Like Night Racer and Flame War, is there to like help you tank and survive. Like Braun actually, he can do a little bit of both, and like he's coming out swinging with his Pierce. So
Yeah.
then Enforcement Batons, the Noble's Blaster. So
I mean, 'cause what we have here, we have 10 damage on.
yeah. He might not be able to survive these because I wouldn't worry about the Optimus attack, but the Braun and the Ominous attack you got 3 Pierce 3, you got 4 damage guaranteed. Because if Braun at worst only gets 1 Pierce, that's 1 from him.
I'm trying to decide like what the best attacker for him would be. Like, I wonder if, like, depending on what you have, obviously, like if you can flip the Optimus here to bot mode, and then play an upgrade on the Ominous, which guarantees you like a Pierce 5 type scenario, maybe. Like that's a good way to get Fort Max off the table, and then like he has to run your Ominous, and then you still have like 2 dudes protect it. Like I wonder if that's the way to go.
That was interesting though because he had the batons on Ominous, but he changed it. If you kept it on Ominous, that's 4 Pierce 4, and then Braun at worst is Pierce 1. That's the 5 you need.
Right.
And then Optimus attack is saved for Cerebros.
Right.
So
Lost Mac. Oh no. Ah. Is he back? I love it. All right, hold on a second.
sorry guys, technical difficulty. I guess Mac might just need to like exit out of the app and then come right back, or end this call rather. What's going on, chat? How y'all doing? What's up, Jamie?
Yeah, I can hear you. He briefly was on audio and then that fell too. Okay.
So, chat, if you guys have been playing any proxy games yourselves, what have you guys been testing / playing? Working? Oh, man. What time is it over there? You EST? It's
They
late.
happen, yeah. I love how bad my
Shout out
choice
to
was
you
that
working.
you
Though. Be
didn't even
safe out there,
imagine
man.
it for the prime attack. It's definitely my thing to learn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
I didn't expect him to get that much blue. I was like, I can do a big damage to Prime now. Let's try and get in there. And then I'm like, wow,
Testing
that's a lot
Quake.
of
I
blue.
have not looked at Quake or
Which
Tweak. I'm
I
mixing
need
up
to stop
characters
playing
now.
against
I
aggro
have
decks.
not looked at Quake at all. Um, I'm not a fan, but maybe it'll take me getting beat by it to like see. But I'm not a big fan of him. That's crazy coming from me because I love direct damage, but characters don't like
Okay,
die
cool.
that fast. But it's effective to be that effective? Question mark. So I don't know. I'm not a fan just yet, but I'm not going to be oblivious to it. So we'll see. But that's cool though. Sky Shadow's pretty good. Yeah, Sky Shadow and Horrible will probably take the top 2 spots of this set. Oh, excuse me, Interceptor. I like Interceptor. So they're like the most standoutish, powerful characters. Um, yeah, Pounce is pretty good. But I honestly think so many of these characters that came out just don't compare to Horrible, Sky Shadow, Perceptor, Pounce. And blue deck's like, man, blue deck. I love blue, but they already had orange to deal with. They already had these super high numbers with reckless charge and grenade, and now we're converting to Pierce and like all these decks are like, I don't know about blue. Honestly, I don't even know about blue towards the end of this format. To be honest with you, like, so we have to play like what stable cover. I say I don't know. I'm not gonna say. I'm just saying. I know. I'm talking to you. I'm just saying. I'm worried about blue this time around because it's a double down. Like we got belligerence to worry about for straight orange, and then we got Pierce. Like it's just so much. So I'm worried about blue, but we'll see. Oh, it's a suicide deck. Oh, so it's more of a deck to annoy your opponent. Gotcha. That's sounds great. Yeah, I guess. Grimlock. Grimlock been tweaking in tournament. Grimlock with who, Jamie? Yeah, Jake. Horrible is ridiculous. To be honest with you. And just Scott Shadow's mechanic, how he works. I mean, it. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I saw something.
Think we might be back online. Oh yeah,
Okay.
Fangry. How can I forget about Fangry? Fangry is definitely part of the top 5 as well. So there's my top 5. Don't come up with any more characters, okay? Sorry, but yeah, Fangry's ridiculous too. He definitely has a target on his back, and then like the head pops off, and that can get some damage in as well. Probably
All
usually
right.
Parsec,
All
so
right, we got guys back.
or
We got guys.
Ominous
I
as we see
gotta
here.
fix the timer real quick. I'm just gonna add like 5 minutes.
All right, chat. So we're gonna fix the timer and add 5 minutes to the timer, and then we'll get back online. I guess Mac had a little bit of technical difficulty. No big deal
All
there.
right, you guys can continue. Good luck, guys.
Bludgeon and Horrible, my issue with those two is the flips because I think Horrible wants to flip the most. Yeah, you only flip Bludgeon once, but like I don't.
There's
And
some.
he only has 13 health. 13 health for 11 stars is annoying.
There's also some gameplay on the channel with Bludgeon and Horrible, and I can say from experience, it didn't go very well for the Bludgeon Horrible player. And if Scott's in chat,
Yeah.
he'll agree. All right, back on track. Oh no! Do we lose another person? What is going on? What is going on? Ah,
What happened?
what's up, guys?
Max
We
audio.
lost him again? No! I can't win today. One more time. One more time.
Hello?
There we go.
Hello.
Hear him. Okay.
Yeah, there.
That's better.
All right. Good luck,
All
guys.
right.
Cheers.
So I played.
All right. Here we are, finally. All right, so he's gonna go with Braun first, and no flips. He gets to 4, Pierce 2.
What's up, Peppy? Okay, where are we at now? So he's defending right now against Bronze Attack.
Braun, yeah, he went 4, Pierce 2. So that puts him in range of the Ominous. right? Because it puts him to 12,
yes.
and then the Ominous has a guarantee.
Oh yeah,
+3.
yeah. Those two attacks are gonna kill it automatically. Yep.
Yeah.
And something to keep in mind, I just kind of missed it. I'm hoping that secret action was just set because that's been kind of chilling. I've never noticed that above Ominous till now.
He said it this turn because he played the Enforcement Batons and then he set the secret action.
Jamie combo for life, yeah. If combo's still a thing, that just makes thrust a thing still. So I honestly don't think combo is going to be the wave. To be honest with you,
is Jamie really
Like,
talking about
thrust
combo after he just 20'd it the other day? I mean, come on. he 20'd it the other day.
If combo continues to be a thing, then like especially control, like they just keep thrust in, and you know what I mean. So I don't want thrust to be around anymore. So, but I mean, you know what? Blue has a lot more problems than.
What did I miss there? Why did he only deal 2 damage? You should have 3
Wait,
pierce
did he
3,
not
right?
die? Yeah.
Hold on, guys. The Ominous has 3 attacks.
Oh no. It lives by 1 though because remember he moved the batons. He didn't keep the batons.
Never mind.
So.
You're good. Sorry, guys. Continue.
Because I mean, he did have it on, but he
All right.
moved it to Optimus. So.
I thought the capsule gave him +1 attack. To be honest. Ouch. That's rough.
But I think that really matters. I think he should have kept the batons where it was because the Optimus could have just teed off on the Cerebros, but now Cerebros kind of gets to pick off potentially whoever he wants. Even Optimus. Well, he has a secret action set, so
yeah, which I imagine
maybe it's not that bad.
It's probably an end hostilities, if I had to guess. Shout out to my boy Jamie Dockery in chat though. He sent me a Perceptor. He's cool as hell. He's on my desk now.
Nice.
He's hanging out.
That's pretty cool. I need to go pull out my Beast Wars toys and prepare for Beast Wars Wave.
I think you got some time.
I know. Leave me alone.
I'm just saying, like, I'm not saying that we're not gonna get it. I'm just saying we have time.
Of course.
We have some time until the next wave for sure.
It'll be a while. Yeah. Oh yeah. I tell you what though, as soon as I see Gorilla Optimus on a card, I'm gonna flip. So
I don't even know who that is, other than it's probably good.
Well, Optimus in Beast form is a big ass gorilla, and Megatron's a T-Rex, a purple T-Rex. So, yeah.
So he has force fields and stuff in there.
Right. Force field.
I guess that's why he brought the tough hat in.
Recon system was interesting. So recon system, what that does is when you flip, I think you flip 1 additional battle card, then you scrap one of your battle cards among your battle flips. And when you have no scrap pile, when you scrap the card, if it's an upgrade, that'll here it is now. So I guess it's not going to matter as much. Well, it'll matter a bit. So
I like that card.
What it does is upon your flips, you actually might be able to scrap one of those card upgrades from your flips. And if you were to trigger Cerebros effect, you can grab that same upgrade if it's good enough. So that's a very interesting interaction that he found. It's pretty cool.
Fun fact: Recon System is a Vector Sigma spoiled card. Just saying. Hashtag wave 2.
Jake, I can see what you're saying. Oh, they open gyms, bro. Where do you live? I'm moving to your spot.
That's a bad idea. Don't go to the gym yet.
I know.
Don't go to the gym yet.
But I'm going so hard. You guys might not even be able to see me for a while because I got so much work to do. It's not even funny. Oh my god. I'm probably not the only one thinking it, so I need to get in early for a while because gym's gonna be packed.
Yeah, it's gonna be ugly.
Okay, so we're not flipping yet. I'm assuming they're talking about whatever here. Seeing if.
Stable
cover. So stable cover. So it's gonna give him +1 defense and no pierce on any of his characters. The pierce doesn't matter as much here, but
yeah, I guess it depends where he's going, but sure.
Yeah, Cerebros can hit some decent numbers. I expect at least like 8 or 9 out of this attack.
Well, he doesn't have the bowl anymore. Yeah, well, the extra bowl, I should say.
Well, he definitely triggered the effect to start. So okay, he flipped 3 Master Metallicato, so he's gonna scrap one of those because he has to for the recon system.
Right.
And then he's able to play either that force field or something else from the scrap pile. So of course I don't know his attack target, so we'll have to wait and see. But
yeah.
Just looking at it, maybe Ominous, just because Ominous is like probably the most annoying threat.
There you go.
1, 2, what's that? Bold 5. 1, 2, 3. No, bold 4.
Yeah, I just
Okay, so it was.
I don't know that the extra orange. And does the extra orange work for the Cerebros or no? Why is there so many cards being flipped?
The
Viper
extra
position. I missed
orange.
the Viper position. I'm saying, what does the Metallic Auto work for in Cerebos? Is it
Oh, he's ranged. Only the black, so the Pierce.
right? So it
which
doesn't
does
do
nothing
anything because it's stable cover.
Right, right. So he's gonna get Medic's Protective Field. So
I think I just
as
would have
long
got the
as,
force field, right? I don't know. It's like double protection.
Because even if you take one, you still can't take more than
Right,
4.
right.
Here, you can just take everything if he has a simple Camion crash. So yeah,
Yeah, I think I just would have took the force field there.
yeah.
Oh,
But he's taking a gamble, though. I mean, but you know what? I mean,
he got that
we
ominous.
haven't. Yeah, he's gone.
Which is
Doesn't matter though, because I mean, now it's 2-2. So if this Cerebros can block these 2 attacks, or no, it's only 1 attack because he only gets 1 attack. Yeah, the way the turn sequences work, he only gets 1 attack here. So
right. So he probably just offers off the Brawn, if anything. But
right.
like this is like the prime. Like, all right, I flip my prime, and then
Right.
hopefully I have 2 aggressive things that go on. But it's tough because
Yeah, this ends up being an interesting situation now, though.
right. I'm very appreciative of all of my players that follow my subtle rules. Placing the cards on the table. Thank you, guys. Okay. Scouting mission. See, this is why you get the force field. I mean, he gets to draw 2 cards, but hey, blue zap's a blue zap. The only problem is here is that's the thing. You have to flip that Optimus. He's just giving up a bold for no real reason.
Right.
You know, now all it is Pierce 2, so like you didn't even need to give him 2 cards. That's kind of like the worst of it right there.
Something I just realized. How many star cards? So was that 2 recon system and 2? He's playing the Heroics off. That's a star. I don't know. I have to actually look at his list and count it up.
That is something to worry about.
Did he hit the effect? He hit the effect again. That's pretty good. Wait, did he hit the effect? Is that mandatory or optional for Cerebros effect?
I don't know. I'm looking at his list to find out for the star cards here.
Or maybe they're going back. I feel like they're reverse. No, they're not even reversing. What is going on? Or no, okay, no, he must have stood and then Cerebros had to attack first. But no, that doesn't even make sense unless.
Did we miss something here?
I said, could you ask them? Could you pause play for them and ask them like why? Because when everybody stood, if it was McCoy's turn, he should only get 1 attack, right? Or because if it's unless it's Hen's turn, they did so much pausing and stuff. I'm confused on exactly.
So he
what.
has 2 health at the moment.
Hey guys, just check in with me real quick. I'm a little confused.
Yeah.
Cerebros had attacked. Yeah, I took out the head. Okay.
All right. We must have just missed it. They had
what happened?
They had it under control. That's what they told me.
Oh, okay.
Good shot, Caps. All right.
But it sounds weird because I see a whole bunch of hand movements, and then I see like untapping, and so I'm assuming.
Yeah. All right. So count this up for me real quick because this is definitely a weird thing here. The Fortress Mattress. The Fortress Mattress is 14, right? The Cerebros is 7 to 21. The head for...
No, 15. 15 for Max, 8 for Cerebros, and then 1 for the Parsec head, so it's 24 health.
Did you see Heroic Resolve?
No, I think he's just playing recon systems.
Well, he has a Heroic Spotlight that gets him 2 cards.
Right. So I saw recon system and I saw fuel cache.
Two
So I think.
recon system and 2 fuel cache. So
Oh
23.
no, yeah, that works because heroic resolve and then 2 other star cards. No, 3 other star cards.
Well, he doesn't have heroic resolve.
No, yeah, he's focused on field cache and the.
Yeah, it's
recon
fuel
system.
cache and that. So 23, 24, 25. That would still be wrong though.
Because you could play 4 star cards, like just counting Cerebros and Maximus. You could definitely, because you could play Flintlock if you wanted to. Then you wouldn't play any star cards. So.
Oh, okay. Then yeah.
So it must be 3 recon system. I have to scroll up through
The list
messages
is
to
the
look at
list is 2 and 2. 2 recon,
So
2
he's
fuel
missing
cache.
out on one then.
No, I think that checks out. I don't know. I was more worried that he had too many, not too little for what it's worth. All right, so we're coming down to the wire here, and that looks like it's gonna hurt.
Well, yeah, I mean, okay. Optimus has moving the
10
dice.
or
It was
11
at 7 damage.
Yeah, 10
Okay.
damage.
I don't know. So Optimus needs to do some work here this turn because I mean,
He needs a grenade launcher. That's what he needs.
yeah.
But even then, the flame out, could potentially just win the game.
Or no, that's freeze out, but it's the same thing.
Freeze
One
out,
of those
yeah.
out guys.
It's still a 3 attacker. It's not nothing to shy about with blacks in the deck.
Well, I'm gonna say with the blacks, yeah, but I mean to get 4 blacks though is a lot though. So I don't know.
Who did he zap? Did he zap him? Or did he checkpoint? I don't even know. So he gets what, to 10 here? That's not bad.
What is that? 10? 10
Yeah, it
pierce
looks like
1.
10.
So
Well, 10 pierce 2.
we're gonna flip. We got 2 more flips and then 1 for recon system. So we hit the effect again. Yep, yeah, he hit the effect again. Which is I don't know how much
Get force field, right?
force field. Yeah. If he gets force field, that'll matter here. Wow.
Is that how Cerebrus works? You get it, you do get it on defense, right, for the armor.
Yeah,
right?
you'll get it before the battle ends up commencing. So, oh yeah, it's tough too. Okay, so
Yeah,
1, 2,
it's
2
it's
for
a
the
lot.
white, 1 for recon system. Yeah, that's correct.
If he still has a force field, it's gonna be insane. If he
It
got
should be in there because he didn't
it's there.
reshuffle.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's just game right there.
Yeah, that's probably good enough. Well, that was pretty strong. He's been hitting the hell out of the effect. I like the tough heads better than the bold heads on here because the bold heads you already kind of like swing for a good bit with your bold 1 and then your attack your enablers with your battle cards.
Yeah.
So like being able to flip a lot on defense, I'm like, this is why I like Ghost Shield, like cards like Ghost Shield, because you can like just replace that medics for Ghost Shield and have 4 defense plus your blue flips. And plus it's one of those things where he's on the card, so like I play 1 Master Sword and 1 Ghost Shield in the deck, but.
I'm pretty confident because of all the confusion. I'm probably going to add a little bit more time again on this. There's just been a lot of weird stopping and stalling.
Yeah. I think this game is still over though, so but
This game will be over.
how much time are they at? How much time are they at?
There's 16:30 left in the round, so I'll probably just add like another 4 minutes or something like that. Oh, is that? Oh, I thought it was belligerence. I was like, oh, look, belligerence. Okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, even here, like, he's gonna go to what? I don't know. I guess he might not get it.
I mean, he's at 6. We can say maybe like this is gonna be even if he doesn't get this attack.
7 pierce 2. So yeah, so he
He
doesn't
has
get
bold 1. Well, hold on. I think he has more flips. Can you pause? Oh no, he's flipping. They're flipping. Never mind.
it.
They're
Yeah.
flipping more cards.
He does the recon system a little differently. I'm
Yeah,
not.
because I was gonna say he has bold 1. So
Right. I guess he had to shuffle. He had finished the shuffle. So he still ends up with 7 pierce 2. So, like, it's going to come down if, like, at this point, it comes down to if the freeze out can just KO Optimus. But, he's probably still going to get a trigger and he's going to deal another damage to Optimus, put him to 13. So, like, he's only going to need to hit one black pierce to win the game.
right.
Now, if this is a javelin, because the javelin would, no, that wouldn't even work. He would need scouting mission, right? Yeah, scouting mission would KO this Rebus. He only has 8 health, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
So,
so-
K-Man Crash. No, K-Man Crash would help, right? Because he wouldn't die. Yeah, he wouldn't die because he'd be at 13.
But in here, it's just, all right, he's just going to KO this Rebus and then see what happens.
Man, talk about down to the wire.
Yeah. Well, there's not a lot of black there, so that's helpful.
But you know what, though? He hit the effect again. So if he has another armed hovercraft, he could scrap that hovercraft and bring it right back.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then deal 1.
Yeah, bing, bing.
Yeah. But, I mean, he still needs to deal Pierce 1, so he still got a little bit to go. But
it's still good.
Yeah, oh yeah. Definitely the correct play at this point of your options.
Yeah, I think that's the right thing. You just scrap that, and like you said, you just bring it right back.
Yeah. Which is so cool. That's such a crazy interaction. I've never thought about something like that. That's pretty cool.
Did he not trigger?
So he's not doing it? Is it mandatory?
I don't know.
Please tell me it's mandatory.
Hey guys, is Cerebros mandatory for the trigger?
Or did he not hit it? I could have sworn he hit it.
Thank you.
Come on, Hen. You were doing so good.
He can bring back any upgrade, right? Doesn't have to be armor?
Yeah. No, it could be any upgrade. Yeah, I mean, as soon as I see, Master Metallicado covers 3 of your colors, and all you need is white. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right, freeze out.
Here it is.
1 damage.
Get him.
You have 1 job. You
have 1 job.
You got 1 job. Down to the wire. That's not going to do it.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll help. The Nobles Blaster might get him the 1 even with just 5 attack. That might do it. So we're going to swing here.
There it is. Pierce
he got Pierce. That's it. Okay. Whew.
Got there. You would have got him anyway. Because I believe he has 3 attack to start, I think.
Yeah. So, blue decks are definitely down and out with all this Pierce. Not down and out, but they're in a unique, weird position right now.
Right.
Do you think? What do you think about a icon that when you flip it on defense, it like negates a Pierce? So like take away a Pierce from. What do you think about that? Too good?
I think it's way too early to actually count them out. To be honest, I think they have the tools. They just have to rebuild their decks differently.
Oh no, I said the same thing, but this is just a general question. What would you think? Like if we got a new icon color, this is like an early speculation. That's what I think would be cool. I think a healing icon would be too good.
I think
Chat, what do you guys think? What do you think the next icon? What color would it be, and what would it do?
I think healing would awkwardly have to be on attack. I don't think you can actually do it on defense. I think it might be too broken on defense because of like tough hidden fortifications and stuff like that. So I think that would be the real problem is that you would have to be on defense. Not to mention it would be like insane with safeguard and stuff like that. It's there's just too many reasons why a tough healing would be too good. I think.
So that's probably just bad overall. Because now that you explained that makes so much sense.
I've thought about this stuff. All right.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I gave you a slight time extension. You're gonna have 16 minutes left to play this final game. Good luck, guys.
Ooh, yeah.
All right. Clock has started. Here we go. This is for all the marbles. Thanks for sticking with us tonight, Chad. I know it's been a little hectic tonight.
My kid is coming to conversation.
All right, so this time we didn't flip.
All right, so starting off with the same line of play, but let's also notice that McCoy did not take out the Optimus for Perceptor. He kept Optimus in. So
yeah, and he didn't get an orange
just
there.
4 Pierce 4 here.
He really wanted that orange.
At least one, yeah, that would have been nice.
I mean, that's fair, Clayton, but hey, you never know. There's been a lot of technical difficulties tonight. Had to fight through. Lost Mac
So we're thinking about a
again.
green here. Looks like we're thinking about a
No.
counter-espionage. Oh, no.
Killing me. Mac's struggling.
Lost Mac's audio again, guys. But
I hear you.
did anybody answer my question yet? Let me go back to...
Sticky, so I can reuse it.
We're struggling. We're struggling.
Yeah. It's amazing though, right? Like you were sitting here from Seattle to East Coast to Malaysia. Like being an old fart, it's still impressive just that we're putting it off. It works nowadays. Yeah. I mean, it's not even today for him. He's already on tomorrow. Yes. Did you enjoy the last game? Yeah. Hey there.
Me? Oh, okay.
Yep, I can hear you, Mac.
All right.
All right, we're back. We're back. Good luck, guys. Ah, I lost Steffon. Okay, there's Steffon. I found him.
That was my kid, not me. Like, what's this button do? Just pressing everything. So. Yep.
All right, let's turn this back on. Here we go, boys.
Okay, so we got 4 Pierce 4. So the bigger they are. Still at a stalemate here, or maybe maybe not. Okay.
Yeah, he left all the cards on the table, so
Gonna trade a handheld blaster for that counter espionage. He doesn't really get a lot of information on what actions I think Hen picks up, so it's not gonna really. I mean, it just gets the double blue out of his hand, so it really doesn't do a whole bunch here. Probably just like a placeholder to trade for another green in future turns.
I guess like when in doubt, you just name a card that you like a precision fire or something like that. Like they can free. Like that's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah.
But when in doubt, it's probably better than a handheld blaster.
Yeah. So let's see if anything changes. This game, if he has like a he had Noble's blaster last time and didn't KO the Fangry, so I don't know if he could have anything better to put any more pressure. So okay, he does have a javelin, so that's gonna put some type of pressure in general. Let's see where it goes.
Oh yeah, he's gonna go for the one shot here.
Oh yeah, okay. First things first, hit the effect. We at least got that.
Yeah, you got that.
So he's attacking for 10 Pierce 1, 10 Pierce 2, and dealing 2 damage to everybody.
That Fanger's gonna get got, isn't it?
Oh, he 10 minus 3. Yeah, he gets it.
Yeah.
He actually gets him.
Ouch.
And that was all up to his defensive flips. He just didn't get there, unfortunately. It's not.
I don't even. The funny thing is, I'm not sure if that's bad or good. I guess it's bad, but like he gets another Pierce, a guaranteed Pierce.
Yeah, that's probably bad, right? I mean, I think that's still bad for McCoy though, because like I mean, it didn't happen last time, remember, and I think that mattered.
Yeah. So here's the same scenario again, where like I feel like I just want to leave my Optimus and just try and generate more Pierce out of my characters here.
I agree. When you look at the board state and the effect that these characters have, I definitely agree.
Hollow Matter.
Hollow Matter projector.
Okay.
I think that's what's going to entice McCoy Hen to attack Braun next turn to try to just get rid of it.
I don't know, because the problem with this list for McCoy is that there he goes, a steady shot, so he gets his Pierce 4.
Well, there's the Pierce 4. That's an interesting way to get bigger they are.
Yeah, right. So what'd you get there? So 4 Pierce 2.
Yeah. So we got 6 guaranteed damage coming in. Gotta hope that Optimus attack doesn't end up becoming huge.
Yeah, so like this is just a 4 for sure, maybe more.
And
it's 5. Just 5 though. It doesn't get another Pierce out of it.
So 5 Pierce 4. Okay.
Yeah.
Tough one. Wait. We trigger the effect, so pop 1 back at the ominous.
Ping ping.
So it's kind of hard to think that it's kind of tough to say that or to imagine Hen having another javelin in hand, but that would be nice.
Yeah, that'd be pretty good.
Yeah.
This is gonna have to look nice.
So I mean, Maximus is at 10 damage, so I don't see it dying this turn. But unless he flips
7,
a
8. Oh,
ooh,
he
it
got the
might.
8. So I mean, it
I
made
take
it
that back.
interesting.
It just might. Yeah. Well,
1, 2.
well, we trigger the effect
Oh,
again, and
he gets the
so what's that? 5. So we only take 3, so we live
oof.
at 13. This is already intense, though.
Yeah. And like it's not even worth picking that Scoundrel Blaster up, right? Like he's just probably gonna get like the Omnis is just gonna go down.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Trion is just a little too big to take up this turn. One card we haven't seen from him this game though is Master Metallicato. I wonder like if he had like a Master Metallicato Nova's Blaster play, getting that plus out of nowhere. This deck, one of the Maximus definite weaknesses is draw power. It can't play draw power with the way it's played, being
Right.
one tall. So
Like
I don't think you can waste any time drawing a card.
The only thing you could potentially afford, like even the list would be like a scouting mission, just because it gives you the black. But it's like
Right.
you said.
Well, I was gonna say
tough
either
call.
wedge formation. At least you could like trade
Yeah.
a card out of your hand you don't want for just draw a card. But I don't know if that's good enough though.
Oh, oh God! It's a double jab.
He did have it.
So
Jeez.
good.
But he does need to make it beautiful. He needs to try to KO that Braun. But even if he doesn't, though, this is still solid to get rid of that Pierce annoyance from.
Yeah, and
Omnis.
like you're still gonna beat a 2-2 scenario anyway. But
right.
that's real good.
Oh no, he's putting it on Prime.
Well, if he hits the flip, he gets the KO, right? So.
Oh, that's true. Duh. I'm so like,
and
ooh.
is that a Metallica?
Oh no, he hit it.
Is that
Yeah,
a
he hit it.
Metallica? Okay.
Woo! Last card. I'm about to say no. He didn't
Yeah.
hit it.
If
but,
he whiffed there, that'd have been real
Yeah.
bad. Okay. He did not put the damage on. He realized he didn't. Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say
he picked the die up and then he put it down. Like, wait, nope.
Right. Now, how much damage did he put on Prime? What was Prime at prior? Okay, so he attacked Prime.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
he attacked Braun. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Which was, I think, the play to do, definitely.
The thing there is that if he did chuck the javelin at him, he would have KO'd him.
Well, the Hollow Matter still protects it.
Oh,
so
yeah.
he wouldn't even be able to take
Never mind.
it.
Wouldn't do it.
You were testing me, right?
Got him.
Hey, but it's an interesting 3-2 situation right now, though. Maximus is still out, so
Yeah. So, I mean,
and he's probably gonna die
you have to
this
hope the
turn,
Braun
but-
just KOs it, but you're with
Yeah.
your Prime already on 7 damage, it's
Right.
a lot.
especially because if he doesn't pierce it here, he won't take damage back from that, but he will if he hits the Maximus effect, he'll take that 1 ping back on the Optimus.
Right.
So if Braun can KO it here, he won't have to worry about that aspect anymore, which is nice. So
And this
definitely
is
the correct
scenario
attack is
again, like
Braun
where
here.
you have to flip your Prime back. You have to get that extra bold, like just in case,
Yeah,
And even there, like he plays the Handmaster, but it's the same scenario. Like just flip your Prime and get that extra
right.
bold.
I
don't
think that's
I don't think he used that effect enough during this.
You do lose the 2 attack, but I think it's definitely.
All right, so
probably
he
better.
ended up getting the Pierce, which helps, but
Yeah.
he definitely, like I said, you're just giving up that free damage if you don't flip that Prime.
But I think we're going to end up being in the same situation. So Braun should die here.
Yeah,
At the
yeah,
same time, he does have a secret action. So, I mean, if the secret action is... We haven't seen hidden fortification all game. So, I mean, I don't even know what
Yeah,
that
but he
could
only
be.
has to.
They- I-
He only has to do 2 damage. Like I just can't. It's the same scenario of why you flip the Prime though, because you also get an extra tough from the Prime. Like it's a double.
Right.
It's a double banger there. But it's so the non-flip Prime is just it potentially lost the damage and it potentially could save a damage. So
right.
but like you said, like I can't imagine any secret action keeping him alive at this point.
Yeah.
It's just too many. Even if it's like an end hostility, it's like, well, that's still a 6 attacker to start, which you're only gonna flip 2 cards, so you can still just die.
Right.
And now he's a 7 attacker, so it's even bigger. It'd be really interesting if he could like trigger just
Oh,
like
wow.
another free trigger on the.
That hovercraft did not get that much value. That sucks.
Well, it's just 1 damage. It's a zap.
Yeah.
It's a zap.
Yeah, we're back to wave 1. I'll be right back then.
Okay. Yeah, so this is definitely like a crucial play of the game where, he can very much, he can kind of guarantee the win here if he can just hit with the effect, and then just like safeguard himself with either the force field or the medic field, like depending which one's in there, and really force him into it. But it's still going to be a tough line of plays here for Mac to come back from this game. And it looked like he was trying to see how many belligerents were in his hand so he can counter espionage. I guess, hey, if that's what you lose to, that's what you lose to. So nothing wrong with calling that. He's counting the secret actions also. So just by looking at that, you would probably almost guarantee that that's an end hostilities. 2 armaments, 1 end hostilities, 1 sable cover. I don't think you've seen anything else. Like, you probably have seen a hidden fortification, but he might have boarded it out. But I would probably just name it end hostilities here. Well, it's a hidden fortification, though, so I don't know that keeps him alive, but that's, again, like, that play to flip the Optimus Prime to get even the tough 4, I think that's something you really should have went after. But, he only needs to flip 2 blacks, and he's going to KO this Brawn. Oh, no, did we lose Mac again? Oh, we're okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's already at 8, so he's already KO'd, I think. But yeah, I guess the shuffle kind of sucks. Doesn't get the upgrade back there. But he does get the KO. Or did he only get Pierce 1? I still think he had enough damage, though. Yeah, so he's probably contemplating the green here to get back the Noble's Blaster. Puts his Prime up to a bigger attack, but I don't know that he can one-shot the Cerebros. He's going to have any chance in the game, so it's going to really depend on what's in his hand. I see we lost him again. He's coming back. He's back. Look at him. Did you get the any green back there, McCoy? Just show it to us if you did. No? Okay, cool. Puts down. Oh, that's not a bad one. He gets to 1, 2, 3, 4. No blues. Oh, I don't think he flipped a blue, so I don't think he gets anything. Did he flip a blue? It's hard to tell from here. Oh, he gets the force field. Yeah.
All right, I'm back. Anything exciting happening? Is
Cerebros
versus?
I didn't see a blue get flipped here, but maybe I'm just missing it.
Master Metallicado, he did flip
okay,
Master.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty much the game then.
Because of the force field?
Yep. And he's just going to get the crack back probably and get the win.
Oh, there you go. So, guys, going forward, if you guys are interested in Fortress Maximus, my next build, like I'm already playing 3 hostilities in my 1 build, but I think you're also going to need to play stable cover, which does help you with your triggers on both, for everything, for Maximus and Cerebros. But I think you need, like, one or the other. Like, every turn can't just be, like, fight for position. There's not really that many cards you can play outside of that anyway. But I think you need to defend so much in this deck that I think more secret actions are going to help you. So, and just hope that your bold 1 from your attack gets you there.
That's a sweet line of plays right there. He
hit the effect again?
So he played the medic field, reprocessed the medic field, and then gets the medic field back to go to 0. What is this, Optimus?
Wait, reprocess? That puts him back to 2.
So he was on 4. He plays the medic field, goes to 3, reprocesses the medic field, goes to 1, and then procs and gets the medic field back to go to 0.
Oh, that's crazy. Well, that's one way to do it.
That's a sweet line of player. Oh, he gets the
Yeah,
bashing
that
shield.
was pretty cool.
Gets the bashing shield, but
Yeah. Well, I don't know because if he kills the he needs to kill Cerebros here.
right, and
Like absolutely.
that's not
so
going to
that
happen.
we're looking at
here.
9.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, that's not gonna. Yeah. Because Cerebros is at 9 effectively total.
Right, and there's the blue, and the same thing. He's
Yeah,
just going to
that's-
go and get back the medic field. Like doesn't
Right.
really matter. It just takes 3. So he kind of had he was able to put himself into a soft lock there.
Right. Well, that's interesting.
That was cool. Speaking of all that defending you're doing.
Yeah. That is one way to win. That's a new avenue. That's pretty cool.
That was a ton of healing. That's all I got to say. All right, so that is time and round. I think I'm just gonna let him finish it.
Is it
'cause we're
really?
close enough? Yeah,
Okay.
we had so many like mistaps that I'm just gonna let it go.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Oh, there's a fusion boar, right? Is that what that is?
Ooh, yeah.
So that's
I haven't seen that.
That's like 9 attack to start or something.
Yeah, 9 pierce 3. I think he only needs one more black, and
There's
there
a
it
black
is
right there. Yeah,
to finish it off.
That's game anyway.
And hits the effect again, by the way. Not to mention.
Yeah, got him.
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
All right, that'll do it.
All right, guys, give me a second. We'll wrap up. I'm going to talk to the competitors for a second.
That was definitely an exciting series of games. That was cool.
But the medics and the force field.
All right, so that was our 2 matches for the night. That was pretty exciting. There was a ton of fun in that in those
Yeah, that
plays
was
there.
cool.
And it was interesting because we got to see, a different side of Fortress Maximus. I think our biggest pet peeve with Fort Max is if they KO the Fort Max, can you win? And that's
Right.
that Cerebros. That build showed some pretty interesting ideas of how to
Right.
win the game with Cerebros.
Yeah, and again, I mean, from the lore's perspective, Cerebros is the guy that actually does all the heavy work anyway. So it's kind of kind of fits, with what we saw in this match.
Yeah, and I mean, like I said, it was a bunch of drama, like there was a
Yeah.
ton of drama in those
A lot
games.
of back and forth.
It was actually a ton of fun. I mean, if
That was a really good game to watch.
it's
Yeah, that was
unfortunate that we had a lot of the technical difficulties because I felt like it kind of messed with the flow a bit, but
Right.
it was a lot of fun. Like you said,
Yeah, still
that
overall.
game 1, the belligerence was it felt like such a blowout, but it was still kind of close.
Right.
And then the
And
game,
even then, I mean, that I sit here and think about it, it's like, man, like the belligerence was pretty much, I think, the way he won that game.
right.
And he didn't even see it game 2 or 3, so that
Right.
that showed.
And maybe that's the reason why you keep Perceptor in, because Perceptor gives you a shot at getting that belligerence, So that's something for Mac to have to think about. But yeah, like I said, there were subtle things there, like the missing of the flips of the Optimus when he didn't have to attack and stuff like that. Like I think you can kind of shore up some of those things. But I don't know that they would have made a long-term difference in those games. They would have made small differences, which might have been good enough. But the games were that close, so it is possible that those missed bolds and those missed tough triggers, they might have mattered.
Right.
But all in all, that gives our Fort Max player at 101 record, correct? So he's still looking to win his 3rd round and go to 2-1 and try and do.
No, I think he's 1-2 because he lost to Chris as well.
Was
Yeah.
that his? Oh, he lost to Chris and Jesse. Okay, so then never mind. So
Yep.
yeah, so he was playing for the win, and then Mac still has to play Jesse. So then Mac and Jesse are going to be
Right.
playing for a 2-1 spot.
Right.
So, but tonight.
Now, how many more games do we still have other games, or are we the last ones to
No,
before we
so-
go to the next?
Tomorrow night, I know I had some reports. Chuck, congrats! I see you're in chat. You won 2-1 over Weidman, so you're 2-0 in that bracket.
Was that a horrible Shadow Mirror match?
No, Chuck is playing the Perceptor Sky Shadow Fangry list with the option to board into Sky Shadow out of the board.
Okay.
So he's playing just like a
Congrats, Chuck.
like an awkward, not like an awkward, but like a different line of Perceptor plays. So where he has the option for the Sky Shadow out of the board instead of just main decking it, which is definitely interesting. So yeah, he starts 2-0 off in that. And he takes Weidman down for a game. And then Cameron, congrats to Cameron. He 3-0'd his pod tonight. I saw that report come in.
Now that is with Sky Shadow or Bull Shadow.
Yeah,
right?
he is the Sky Shadow Horrible, yes.
Right.
So that's a 3-0 from Cameron, and a 3-0 from Christopher. Chris.
Right.
So they were both horrible
talk
Sky
about
Shadows.
shaping the meta, man.
Horrible
This
Sky
is,
Shadows. I mean, they're good stuff.
Yeah.
And then
And
tomorrow
there's-
night on stream, we're gonna have the final games of my bracket where we have Jempty, who is Perceptor Sky Shadow. He's looking to 3-0 the pod potentially against the lockdown combo deck.
Jimpy's playing Perceptor Sky Shadow.
Yeah. And his deck's sweet. You might like his list. I'll have to send it to you. It's a nice ass list.
Hey, bro, that's my favorite.
It's a
deck
nice
of this
ass
wave
list.
so far. So
shout out
go
to Jempty.
Let's go.
But yeah, so then the other game will be Decado versus Ken. And Decado is another situation. He's looking to try and get a win to go to the 2-1 because if Neil is able to beat Jempty, then I'll have, and Decado and also wins, I'll have 3 2-1s, and then that'll make an undecided winner, which means they'll put them all into that second chance qualifier tournament.
Right.
So it could get really interesting out of my bracket. And then I think Vince still has a bunch of games left, so it's hard to tell where Vince's bracket's going to end up. But we definitely have 2 solidified winners now, and Cameron, who is a 3-0, and Chris, who are 3-0. So congrats to you guys. You're officially in the top 4. And I just wanted to thank everyone for playing the night. That was a ton of fun. That last match was a ton of fun to play.
Yeah, that was a cool back and forth.
And I want to thank you for joining me tonight, Steph. Always a pleasure,
Oh yeah,
sir.
no doubt, man. Yes, sir.
And
Thanks for having me.
we'll be back at it tomorrow, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us in chat. And we'll talk to you guys tomorrow. I think it'll be me and Vince
Y'all be
again.
smooth.
I think. We'll see what happens. See you guys.